Hello, everybody, and welcome to Group D of the Evasion Duos EU Battles. I am joined by the marvelous Jeepo TV. What is going on, Jeepo? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, my dude. I'm doing well. I was kind of hoping not to be here. I was hoping to be in the next leg, but here we are. It's awesome to be here. Awesome to be back hosting, and yeah, just pretty excited for this, my man. Always good to see you as well. Always a
Yeah,
charm.
it's a pleasure. Yeah, it's a pleasure. Whenever we get to cast together, I absolutely love it, especially because we get to hear proper English and then bad English, as you say, with me. So it's nice
If
to have that
I'm
dynamic.
if I'm your example of proper English, then we're in a world of trouble. Let me tell you.
Well, you know, we get to cover a worldly basis between the both of us. We'll say that. But yeah, I mean, and it's also good that we have you today because you did get to compete last weekend. So we get a very fresh, because this is really new in your head with everything that happened with you and you know some of the mishaps that you ran into, and you can see what's going on and break it down for us a little bit better. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. And you know, if anybody asks me what your advice is for this competition, it's don't use an MDR. Otherwise, go for it. That's it. So, shall we do a recap, my dude? Let's do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, let's get into it. Go ahead. Let's look at what we've got coming up on Saturday, the 23rd or the 22nd of next week. Actually, I'm sorry. Tomorrow, the first round of the semifinals starts. So we have today, which is Friday the 21st. We have Ains, Big D, my friend, Drimmy, Aries QTV, Shifty TV, and Saucy, Tweak, and Kippenbro today. And the winner will move on to tomorrow's match, and the runner-up from today will move on to the semifinals for Group B. But let's look at everything that's happened so far, starting with the group stages from Group A. We had some great plays all last weekend that I'm excited to see what the teams today can do and then what these competitors are going to do the rest of the weekend. So we did have Claymore and Claymore plays in Florence winning group stage A with Break and Hayes coming in for the runner-up. Now go ahead and Jeepo, tell me about your round.
Yeah. So on the Saturday of last week, we had four teams going at it. We had Walker and Iron Fist coming out with the win. Obviously, those guys are emissaries. What they didn't realize was, had we beat them, I wanted that emissary tag. I want that purple name in the in the dash. We had the Sherpas in there as well. So I read 7 and Takalis, and they came up with the runners-up spot. All doing awesome. Lots and lots of fun last week, and just a great bunch of guys to be playing against as well. And lots and lots of PMC kills, just like stage 1 with Florence and Claymore just wiping the floor.
Yeah. Now, do me a favor, because this is the next group on Sunday is one that has the highest points of the entire competition so far. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about the winners and the runner-ups.
So the winners, Filbo and Epsi, or as I like to think of it, Epsi and Filbo, like really far behind, because that's the hardest carry I've ever seen. No, I'm joking. Filbo did excellent work. Unbelievable. I actually thought that the Claymore and Florence score was going to be the highest of this initial round, because they were just murdering PMCs. But Filbo and Epsi came out, they got after it. And look at who come in second place, Deadly and Tia's FPS. Those guys with an incredibly impressive score. That's enough to win in the previous week. And in third place last Sunday was Ontarius and Izzy with 373, which would have been enough to get them second place any other match. So it was just exceptionally close, really high standard on Sunday. I'm really excited for tonight, because the names in there mean it's going to be the same this time as well.
Exactly. I'm expecting a lot of big plays, and something we kind of joked about before the show. You know, maybe we're seeing. I mean, Filbo, as a lot of you may know, and if you don't, Filbo, Walker, and Iron Fist TV make up the trio. Like they are a great trio together. But Filbo and Epsi scored almost 100. They scored literally 99 points more than Walker and Iron Fist. Do you think Walker and Iron Fist are holding Filbo back, Jeepo?
Look, Filbo is clearly possibly the best player I've ever seen. The man knows how to run factory office better than any other player. He single-handedly destroyed Hayes in the Punisher tournament. So I think Epsi needs to up his game here. He is holding Filbo back, but you know we've got evasion people all over. We have Claymore, we have Hayes, we have Walker and Iron Fist, and now we've got Filbo, and tonight we've got Tweak and Kippen. So these guys have got a lot of bragging rights here. Not that we have like private channels on Discord, and we certainly would never talk crap to each other, right? So there's nothing on the line here at all, I promise.
Well, Jeepo, I think our teams are starting to get prepared. They're starting to get ready. We've got some things to talk about, but before we get into all of that, I want you to go ahead and tell everybody about what we're experiencing today. What are we going to see from these teams?
Yeah, so guys, this is Tarkov Duo Battles. This is my absolute favorite. I am definitely a believer that the squad style of gameplay in Tarkov is actually the superior type of gameplay. Don't at me. So this is really key because people have got to bring their best communication, their best teamwork to this. And so the idea of that is of evasion duos is to really make that teamwork shine. So they have 3 hours to find the following tasks and complete the quests outlined below. They'll gain points by completing these tasks and quests, killing PMCs and scavs. Every single map needs to be ran before a map can be repeated, and no map can be ran back to back. When the timer stops, so does the competition, regardless of if the PMC has extracted or not. Always get those extract points, guys. Each team will have an evasion battle mod assigned to watch streams, track points, and be the POC for any questions. So the rules are really simple in this one, guys. You can only claim each individual task item on the right-hand side 1 time. Streamers can wear any loadout and any weapons they choose. There's no limitations to grenades or body armor. They are not allowed flares, reapers, T7s, grenade launchers, or run-throughs. But honestly, if you're getting a run-through in a competition, probably best to go back to PUBG. If you look at the points over here, it's 10 points per team per task item. It is 25 points per quest. It is 3 points per PMC kill without a tag. It's 5 if you get that tag. Sorry, Grumbles. It is 1 point per scav, raider, and scav boss kill. 10 points per team extract. That is huge. I cannot emphasize enough how getting out together and surviving. Escape from Tarkov, guys. Escape from Tarkov is very, very important. And then we have the quests themselves. So every time, if you survive all maps in the row, otherwise known as the guide, that is 25 points. If you kill 15 scav bosses and guards cumulatively, that is 25 points. And 7 PMCs in 1 raid, that is 25 points. All of these are possible. We see them during this competition regularly. It is very common that people try to get that guide done first. Then in terms of task items, over on Interchange, clearly the best map. You can see, guys, we have Armaid and Horse statues. So start thinking about where you find those. The smart competitors have been watching other people play. They've been going and finding these items. Shoreline is the aluminium splint, not aluminum for you American guys. And Lion statue. Labs is dry fuel P22, reserve set of tools MCB, Woods sugar and security rig, customs diary, and chainlet, and any streamer item that you find in game. That includes the ones like Sprats, the beard oil. So find it, stick it in your butt, get it out.
All right, and with that, we are live. Timer is on. I believe that we have 2 competitors already in with Face Off Esports. We're going to go ahead and tune into them. This is going to be Shifty, TTV, and Saucy. Starting with that labs map, I'm very excited to see what they're going to do here. Are they going to play it passively like we saw Hyper Rat and Blaze do when they started this, or are they going to get very competitive and just, oh, it looks like they're going to run?
Fair play. I mean, there's 25 points potentially on the line here. Because you don't want to die in your first map. You don't want to get labs is the high risk map here. You want to make sure that you're coming out of this one alive. Start as you mean to go on. I personally take as few risks in labs as I can. I think labs is labs.
On those boxes.
Labs is very much labs. It's one of those maps where even if you are a main, like you main labs, you know that there is always the possibility of some jankiness with that. But you accept that as a labs main. You understand this is where you're going to get a lot of competitive action. You could pick up quite a lot of points here, but like you were saying early, that team extraction is so important. So maybe playing labs like you would normally play it is a bad idea, and you might need to rethink your strategy.
No,
I think so. I think early days like this, you know, one bad raid doesn't kill your competition. But I think it's certainly smart to be a little bit conservative here. Get that 10 points for the team extract. Find what you can. Get into your next map as quickly as you can. One thing that you have to understand is you want to be averaging out about 15 to 20-minute raids max. You need as many raids as you can to maximize your chances of finding items, getting kills. Huge to get in and out here of labs.
My red laser, by the way.
Yeah, and that's something that's super important to you, and that's one thing I was going to pick your brain about was your strategy on time. When you were in it, did you ask your battle mod, hey, I want to know exactly when we're coming up on this time, so that way we can get out, reset, and do it again?
Absolutely. A big shout out to Needy, who was our battle mod last week. And yes, we had him give us 15-minute warnings and 10-minute warnings. We wanted to be out within about 15 minutes per raid.
And I think that's a really good time frame, having that, like saying, okay, 15 minutes per raid, this is how we want to do this. Now, the one thing I will I personally feel is surviving these first 6 raids to me is more important than surviving every raid after that. Because realistically, if you think about that, you survive all 6 of these raids, you go for the guide, you get 60 points for all 6 team extracts, plus you get the bonus 25 points for completing the guide. Do you agree that maybe playing smarter these first 6 raids versus your back few raids is more important?
I think so. I mean, the temptation here is these guys are all chads. The temptation is to run it like you normally run it, get the kills, get in, get out. I do agree with you though. I think being smart and making sure you survive this first raid is huge. You're potentially looking at a completed guide.
He's running around this way. He's running around this way. He's coming into middle tents.
Once you do those first couple of maps and get that done, then you can start to just giga chat out. At least that was my strategy. But then I'm casting now, so what do I know?
Well, I mean, even if you had won, you could have still casted. We would have let you cast. You could have seen your competition just like if you had watched it. Now, one thing that I'm really liking about what we're seeing here from Shifty TV and Saucy is the way that they're playing this very tactically. They know that there's somebody's around. They're not rushing. Oh, getting some shots on right there into the doorway.
Oh yeah.
I've got a confirmed kill at black. But there's still guys back.
He's got a confirmed kill at black. Yeah, beautiful.
I'm gonna secure this tag.
Yeah.
Come back to you in a sec.
Yeah, fine.
Beautiful kill.
I'm gonna look
Good communication. Like I like the confirmed kill here. Grab that tag, put it in your container.
The stairs. If anyone comes to
they're going to go ahead and open up black here, checking for the P222 stem, which is a high possibility to spawn here.
Yeah, it's a good place to check. We actually bought the key card specifically for the upstairs sanitar room and found it in there. That was our best bet, we thought, and it worked. So finding these items early, sticking them in your gamma, and you're set.
I checked already. I hear someone's. I think.
What's really interesting as well is that you can, if you're using a gamma, there's certain things you cannot put in it. But if, sorry, your kappa, but with your gamma, there are certain things you can still put in, streamer items that are allowed to enter there. And so last week, Ventures was running his gamma while I was running my kappa, just for that reason. And it worked out pretty good.
If someone comes up behind me,
that is interesting. I did not realize that. So there's a limitation to things that you can put on per container.
P22.
Yeah, kappa limits you in some of the streamer items, like clothing items, face masks, and whatnot. Whereas you can stick those in your gamma.
Come join me. Yeah, fine.
You know what? I like that. Yeah, I really like that because if you already have kappa and you're finding streamer items, you don't need those items. You know what I mean? Why would you want to store those in your container when if somebody kills you, they can get that to push for their kappa?
Absolutely. And so they're just going through the motions here. It's nice. I like what's being done here. So as you can see, Shifty on the left is sort of a base of fire, a static position. He's holding an entire corridor, while below him, Saucy's running around looking for items, flanking people. This is really, really nice movement, really nice battle buddy work. I'm impressed.
Yeah, it's one of the things that we've seen in a lot of competitions where having a nice mix of play styles really produces your really pushes your team dynamic to another level. Because if everybody's a shift W where you're not getting any other task done, that's going to hurt your score. But if you do this dynamic team where it's like, hey, one guy we know is very aggressive, we can use that. This other guy is very passive, we can use that. This guy's a great searcher, we can use that. Like, I really like seeing this dynamic of switching of these teams.
Absolutely. And what's interesting is at this level, pretty much everyone's a shooter. Being a good shooter is impressive, but there's a top limit for the most people. So what you'll find is that certain people have specialties on certain maps. This is his map, this is my map. And you'll sort of see that coming out here in well-balanced teams, which I really appreciate.
Right. Has it been long enough? That's the question.
7 minutes is the raid time. It's been over 7 minutes. Let's go.
Good comms there, saying, hey, we got to kill. We did this stuff. 7 minutes is what we need to survive. Let's get out. And I really like this. Very smart.
Yeah. Well done.
Yep, perfect.
Confirm kill.
Do you know any places that there's the health?
Here we are joining Team Kebab in the middle of Shoreline, running around inside admin, it looks like here. Maybe try and find a fancy red key card when you're at it.
Yep. So we on Team Kebab, we have Ains and we have Big D, my friend, going ahead picking up a Tetris over there inside of the admin room.
Hey, yo, I found Splinter.
The manager's office.
Do you think it's interesting that they decided not to go to labs first? What's the thinking there? Do you think the guide is less important to these guys?
I heard the shot by a rock passage.
I don't know, because going to labs first, and this is always a interesting thing that I have seen time and time again when people talk about completing the guide in the main game and not in the non-competitive stance like this, is that they say go to labs, go to reserve, and go to factory first, and then that way if you die on one of those 3 maps, you repeat it. And I've never understood that logic, because like when I was doing the guide, I did that. I got to interchange. I got killed by a vector with rip ammo to my leg, and I had to redo everything again. And I'm like, to me, it's one of those things. It's like, look, I paid this much money to go to this map. Why would I do that with the possibility of randomly dying on another map when I can just go to labs last, sit in a corner for 7 minutes, and then leave?
You know what I think?
So
Fluffy?
No.
Yeah.
I think I smell a poll coming on in chat here about whether you go to labs first or last in the guide. Because I think first is the play. Just get it out of the way. But some people are very strongly anti-first. So it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like, realistically, for me, it doesn't matter, but I always try to think of it about, like, as a new player that's first time trying to complete the guide. Like, realistically, what do we tell them? Do we tell them to go to this map that they could end up dying on over and over and over again? Or do we say, no, go do all the other maps, get to this last map, and then just crouch in a corner until the timer's done, and then leave? You know, like, it's a weird way to think about it, and I always try to think from new player standpoints. So we've got Ains and my Big D friend here. They're trying to get anything. They look very bored right now on Shoreline.
Shoreline's been popping though recently. Big rip to Preppy this week for the murder there. Shoreline's been absolutely crazy this week. I don't know what it is. You know how Tarkov tends to cycle through maps occasionally.
There's a save there.
It felt like Shoreline was where it was at in this corridor right here. The nice Big D is currently booting doors in. But I don't think I've seen any lion statues or alu splints on these guys yet. So they're still looking for those task items.
I killed them.
Still looking for those task items. Chat poll is up. Do you go to labs first? Go ahead and click on that. Let's find out the results. I want to hear what everybody in chat has to say.
Did you check all
the
rooms first? West?
You're a labs first. I was going to go back to what you were talking about. Are you a labs first?
We have to find a splint and a
no
line.
change in your mind?
Yeah,
For this
definitely a
map.
labs first. I think it's the smart play because factory, you can just grab some friends and go in and secure the map as the last
I'm gonna
map,
go
and you
with
know
the
you're
station
done.
as
So
well.
it's one less to worry about. I do it last. There's probably a few people out there. They're like, "What's the guide?" Because this is their first wipe. But don't worry, guys, you'll get there. Believe me, it's time and practice is all it takes in Tarkov. Map knowledge.
Yep. And that a lot of it is exactly
see
that.
anything
And that's the thing about having the guide, you know, as one of the last
On top
tasks
of
that you
where?
do before Kappa,
Where the
is
station?
you should have experienced most maps
power
enough,
station
except for
number two.
labs,
Ah, yeah,
realistically,
power station.
to understand those maps. So I like the way it is, and you'll get that map knowledge. And of course, there's always, like, I'm always learning new stuff about every maps, and I've been playing for 3 years.
Do you need help?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Where are
Jacob,
you?
I'm
Where are
getting
you?
into it.
The power
There's a
station.
good
Which
shooting
side, though?
there.
Which side?
I think he's
Left
got
side
some
of it.
scavs running around. He took a
M61
big hit in
was
his
the-
chest there, actually.
Do you know like
Yeah.
where
Hex
exactly from, maybe?
armor
He
coming
shot
in
me
clutch
from,
for him.
Right side of weather station, a bit on the hill towards bus
Good
station.
comms saying
Okay, okay.
right to the
Oh,
weather
yeah.
station. It's
There's
a
a
PMC.
PMC.
It sounded like
I'm by power
M61.
I'm by power station now on the left side.
Yeah. Do you hear my
You're
nades?
Ned? Yeah.
I'm like in front of the power station now. He has M61,
Aggressive
be
moves.
careful.
I like it.
I'm gonna flank from
Is that
behind.
you running?
Yeah.
That's really good knowledge.
If you saw
Knowing that the
Blackjack,
ammo
that's
was big enough to go
Yeah.
through that hex and damage his chest that much, calling out that it's more than likely M61, which at this late point in the wipe,
He's
more than
somewhere
likely
on
it
the hill.
is.
I
But a
don't
bit.
see him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the meta
you find
ammo
him
right
alone?
now.
Can I go
I mean,
over
I'm
to
finding that
first?
other weapons, they might be faster
I mean, if
firing,
we
but they're
together
just not
extract, that's
hitting
10
hard
points.
enough at this point.
Yeah, maybe just wait for me then.
M61 hits
I just want the
just
dog
like a
tag, 'cause that's
train.
2 points.
It's great.
Now his choice
going
in
for the
armor
dog tag
here,
here.
yep, he's going for this dog tag. So he did drop one guy. It was a PMC behind this fence.
Maybe
Now
this guy has a
the
fucking
the
thing.
choice here of a hex versus a slick. What is your opinion? Do you think that they're interchangeable for the most part? Obviously, the hex has less durability than the slick, but do you think that they are comparable to one another because they are both that very high class armor?
It's a tough one. I'm no mathematician. I can count to 10 because I have 10 fingers. That's kind of how I roll. I mean, I like the slick because it's got a higher number beside it, and higher is better. Bigger is better, I've been told.
Pistol.
Moving on. I do quite like the hexes. I don't buy them, but if I've got one, I've no hesitation with running it whatsoever. I think the bigger argument about the tier 6 armor is it better to have an uncovered stomach or not? Because getting shot in the stomach is rarely fatal, and it doesn't
Ooh,
destroy
hear
your
that
armor,
shot?
whereas... Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I hate to cut you off, but Big D is
No,
still
you're good.
getting into it, trying to find the guy that has been.
I'm not sure.
That I think that was a scav. He's been
Looks
trying
like a
to hunt down
scav,
this
yeah.
player over here. He knows the player's over here, and
guy-
this is a very dangerous spot, Jipo. All of these bushes,
It is.
they could be in any one of them.
Cute. There you
Oh,
go.
there he
There
is!
That I was talking about.
Oof. Good shooting, dude. A bush camper. Good shooting. Nicely worked on the flank there, getting up the hill behind the guy without him getting a chance to get the high ground on you. Really, really nice work.
Oh, that was
That's you
really
coming
good
to me?
spotting him right there in that bush. He was still looking for. Oh, is he finding another one in another bush?
Killed another player.
Yeah, he's saying he
What
killed
is
another
happening?
player.
Jeepo,
Good
this is
shooting, good
looking
eyes
so
to
much.
spot that, dude. Finding him at that range with a red dot
Been in this raid for
in a
little bit.
bush, good eyes.
Bro, come
Great work.
extract. That's 10 points. Just come.
I'm coming. I'm by weather.
Yep,
station.
there you go. Come
yeah,
extract,
I'm going to
survive the
those
raid,
tunnels,
get it
bro.
out of the way. We got the
I'll try to check
PMCs.
if this other shit thing I killed was a player or
Impressive
not.
work by these guys. Good comms.
Very good
It
comms.
was a player. Got another.
Oh, it was a player also out there.
Mm-hmm.
Was this a four-man
that-
just bush
armor,
camping
basically.
with snipers?
Maybe. I think one of them was lost out wandering in the open there a little bit, but that was some great shooting, good communication. Oh, somebody just got nailed in the top of spine.
Killed another.
It was a
scav.
scab getting shot by another player somewhere around here.
He's a 5-man of
But why did the
babies.
scab shoot something?
Yeah, and on the left-hand side here, Ains is up on the hill above gas as well,
it
so
was
they're
by me.
creating a
It
nice
was a
L
shot
shape
that you
here.
just heard.
No,
It was-
it sounded like gas station from here.
Really good
shooting on
communication
display
between
already.
these two.
Don't die. Just come.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to die.
I'm
That's-
not dying, I'm just chasing.
Another
Oh,
player.
there it is.
Killed him?
Good maneuverability, getting out of the line of
Dude.
fire, getting behind the rock, finding him at the
Huge.
tree.
He's dead.
Ains needs to
He's
push
using
faster
that
from
ridge
behind.
so well.
By the rocks all
Absolutely.
the way up from shore. Let me fight him. I'll try to kill him. Give me a sec.
Wait, there's somebody in the bush by me.
Yeah, kill him, kill
Whoa!
him, kill him. I'm by the
I
rocks,
killed
big
him, I
ass
killed him, I
rocks.
killed him.
Okay.
Bro, my guy was breathing.
That's a
There
different
was-
guy.
there's a
I'm
guy
pretty
by
sure
a
that's
tree.
a different guy.
That might have been him.
Pretty hurt.
That might have been him.
I think that was a different guy, Fluffy. I think there's
Yeah,
another
I'm
one
running
between
up.
them.
To the guy I think I shot.
Oh,
Never mind.
there he is. Another one.
He's dead.
Good
Get him,
stuff.
get
Five.
I
Come
think
on.
he's in the bush.
You
This
killed
is
him,
me,
he's
that's
dead,
me,
he's dead.
yeah, yeah.
I see, he's dead, he's dead.
Wow.
Bro.
How many bush wikis are on shoreline today? Great
What is
shooting by the guys.
going on?
I think it's
Jeepo, what is happening?
I don't have the words right now. That's some great shooting, but why is everybody in a bush? Nikita, what's going on?
Can I have this Alua?
Yeah,
And
Great
like, here's the
shooting,
thing
just
about
so
it.
calm.
Jeepo, look at the gear that these players
Dude,
are
that's what I
wearing
said.
while sitting in these bushes. They are not wearing like stylish stuff. They're like, no, I'm going with the camo that makes me
I
blend
hope
in
that's
with this
7
bush
kills.
more.
Are these players that they're killing, chat, keep me honest, are they level 2 baby seals that they're clubbing, or are these some thick, juicy 40, 50 level pluses? Bec-
5, yeah.
So it looks like one is single digit. It might have been a Sherpa situation here. Hiding in a bush, teaching the bad ways to a new baby. You hate to see it, but well played Team Kebab, wiping those guys off the map, taking those dog tags and moving to extract. Really clean stuff. I'm very impressed here.
Yeah, I'm very, very expressed. Looks like Team Kebab. Looks like my Big D
Yeah,
was
I
finding
vote
something else, taking a shot at.
Damn, I wish we
Using,
had one
picking
more.
up this. Is this an M4 with
That
the
was a 7.
with that scope?
Yeah, if we
With
kill
that,
guy
that's
by
the
himself.
ACOG scope, or not the ACOG, but the Hollow Sun with the
Yeah, we just need
tactical.
a 10
Oh, why am I drawing a blank on what that thing is called?
Did you check Scab Island?
I'll tell you
Jeepo,
what it's
help me,
called.
please.
Did my post
It's
effects
called crap.
activity.
Don't use it. It's not a Valde. It's an EOTech, I believe, with the
Thank you.
magnifier.
I'll check by
If
the
memory
X-ray.
serves, it has really high glare, as we can just see, but it actually fires off center as well, or it
Yeah,
used
yeah,
to, which is why I don't use it.
I'm gonna check if I see anyone. Oh my god, my post effects hurts.
Wow, look at that,
It's
Jeepo.
so
I don't see anything.
Okay, there's Scab, there's Scab.
5
Exactly
kills
a
for
luminous
this
type
team.
of
This
thing.
Do I stay in
Okay,
red?
Jeepo, let me ask you this: as a competitor that just competed, you've got 5 kills right now, 5 PMC kills.
No, you just both survived.
Do you stay and try to get 2
Do I go
more?
extract?
Or do
We
you just
actually
leave?
talked about this before we competed because we weren't sure this scenario might happen. If you get 5 and you're still doing the guide, I think it's smarter to leave.
Because I don't have 3.
Okay.
Do it, do it.
And as you
Yeah,
can
no,
see,
it's
Big D
actually-
is about to leave. He's pretty hurt here. He's pretty beat up. He's got 2 black limbs and a black stomach. It's smart for him to get out here. Ian's is still able to get some points, get some searching done, and get
Oh, yeah, I
out.
should have checked
I'm a big
scabs.
believer in extracting at the
There's
same
one more
time,
scab by the extract.
so you
check
can
it.
Yeah.
support your friends. But at the same time, I think this is the smart play.
Yeah, because because
I'll
my
be
Big D, my friend, would end up sitting in raid doing surgery, trying to repair his stomach, trying to repair both arms, and it's just kind of a waste of time when he could just get out, get ready, and they can get set up for the next raid.
Exactly.
I think that's a
and
good
it looks like
call.
that man. Yeah, absolutely. That man's off to get himself a well-earned beer. It looks like, because that was some great shooting. I'm very, very impressed with that.
It's kind of like quest based, Garp.
I got
You load into different maps. and
All
you-
right, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Boogle Beanin
that's nice.
over here, and that is a name that I
well,
probably am
established
still
problem in
butchering,
Bushwick.
but I hope I'm saying it at least correct somewhat with Team Drimmy
Lots of
and
ones
Aries
taking right, huh?
QTV. see what they've got going on interchange, going along that outside blue wall, Jeepo.
Yeah, interesting strat here. I think this is essentially a guide run. Survive the raid, get in and out, make the all you need to do is get enough points from searching and extract. And oh, they do have killer's helmet though. So maybe they were a bit spicy in there. Give them credit where it's due. But they're moving towards
I found
extract, it seems.
I do it in my kappa and then it's safe, right?
Yeah, it's safe, yeah.
Ah, okay. Hier vorne sind noch 2 hidden stashes.
So we're looking at 3 PMC kills here already, Fluffy. That's impressive as well.
Yeah, but what's interesting, Jeepo, and what we're noticing is that they have Killa's helmet, but they don't have any points to boss guards or, boss or slash guard kills, which leads me to believe that they killed somebody who had killed Killa, and they are doing what you were kind of talking about, maybe doing that passive play style on the outside, trying to get the guide done.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, potentially. Credit where it's due. It does look like they got in the mix here a little bit. They're looking for items. They're searching stashes and backpacks. Good strategy on interchange, trying to find that horse statue. You see them everywhere at this stage of the wipe, and you don't tend to pick them up, but it's actually kind of elusive. But it does look like they're moving to extract. Certainly, 5 PV kills, 3 PMCs. That's a good solid raid. Impressive start from these guys as well.
Now it does. So they are moving towards extract. How long have they been in this raid? Is what I'm curious about. And is this their first or second raid?
That's a good question. Hopefully the battle mods will hook us up there. And a big shout out to our battle mods today as well, as always, guys. Standing up, being excellent, volunteering their time, helping out the guys. Fantastic work. So big shout out to Dunk, to Cat, to Boosh, to Swift, and to Preppy. As always, much love.
Might as well.
Yeah, our battle mods do so much. They are great people. I have had the pleasure of talking to a lot of them in my chats and their chats. They are absolutely splendid people to get to know. We're gonna go ahead and tune in here with Face Off Esports, which is Shifty TV and Salsy, and Boosh is their battle mod. They are now on Shoreline.
That is definitely a streamer item.
Absolutely. And Skull, thank you for subbing with the Prime for the battle mods, dude. Much appreciated. So Shoreline here, we are looking, just a quick reminder, for an aluminium splint and a lion statue, hence why we're searching these stashes, as you might just find the lion kicking around.
Shots? Is that you?
Yeah. Now this is something interesting
here.
Saucy using that VSS AS Val to that's the AS Val, I believe, to go ahead and murder some scavs over here. But what I want to point out, and what Fox pointed out in chat, is look at what Shifty's using. He's using an M1A and an MP9 secondary. What do you think about this? I haven't seen an MP9 in a while.
Yeah, it's interesting because both guys seem to be running secondaries that are M61. So it looks like they're both running M1As to get those long-range kills, particularly outdoors of the resort. And then they both have those fast-firing SMGs inside. MP9 is a really underrated weapon. It puts good ammo down range. It's cheap. It's super easy to mod. Big fan of the MP9 actually.
Right, kill screen.
Yeah. Might be a good one to run a little bit more. Play it a little bit more. Try to get into it. And I don't know. Like I like running guns that we're not seeing all the time. Like I like not the meta HKs, the meta M4s, the MD TDRs, anything like that. I like switching it up every once in a while. Jeepo, what about you?
Yeah, there's something to be said about a suppressed long-barreled Makarov with a 84 round drum mag. If you haven't ran that, I highly suggest it, guys. It's really where it's at. It's kind of meta now, though, to be honest.
Yeah. Now, while we are waiting, Jeepo, and we are waiting for some folks to load into their next raid, I want to take this moment to once again remind you, if you do want to compete in this, or you know somebody that may want to compete in future Evasion events, make sure you go and follow Evasion over on Twitter at evasion_GG. Also, make sure you head over to the website, evasion.gg. They have their listings for everything about the events, the rules. If you have any questions about the rules, you can usually find them on the website. You can find everything about the competitive team. They also do a great job of highlighting members of the community on the website, and you can find information about the merch. All of the merch proceeds do go to helping fund Evasion and future events. So please go check out that when you have a moment.
Absolutely.
All right, Team Kebab's getting in, Jeepo. Look at this interchange. What do you think?
Yeah, straight in interchange, sprinting from that spawn that we all know in the corner, probably going directly underground, I would suspect, or into your post FX. That's very, very
shit, I just
bright.
turned my
from
brightness up
AIDS.
to 100, and this is like
There we go.
I'm playing in heaven, bro.
And a scene change as well for Big D. So these guys off to a fantastic start. Rocking out there at 55
Yeah, but it's
points,
good inside,
just
I think.
ahead of the other two teams that are right behind them. Actually, all teams putting up great scores so far. Really interested to see if they're going to go look for Killa, if they're going to go look for PvP. I wonder what the strategy is going to be here.
There's a spawn to our right.
Yeah, they are definitely pushing into the small. And something that I wanted to point out, what you had just said about scores.
Where do you want to push?
Normally, most weeks that we see this, there's one team that really starts to pull out very early, but we're not seeing that. All of these teams are within striking distance very early, and it's very interesting to see. It's going to lead to hopefully some spicy gameplay as we get further into the event.
Well, very true, Fluffy. As they say, never pull out. Commit to the raid, and just let it happen.
Come this way, bro.
Commit, get the points, and then you can get out. But make sure no run-throughs. But as I said,
I
that
can see
shouldn't
more
be
when my
happening.
brightness is low.
Now it does. So Team Kebab has
someone's
only had one raid. They have 100% extraction rate. This is their second
This is a
raid,
clothing store,
and they
right?
put up 55 points in that first raid.
I think it can spawn in here.
Massive score for raid 1. That wasn't even a labs raid either. So they did some really clean work. Their comms have been excellent.
That's fine.
I'm very
Leave it.
impressed.
Now, something else I do want to point out, Jeepo, is they got 6
I'm by middle
PMCs
entrance.
in that first raid. They were 1 PMC away from completing that subtask,
no.
that bonus goal.
Where are you now?
And
It would be
Like,
nice to have checked that off in your first raid, but the risk reward for the guide is pretty big. I don't think these guys
know
are
it's
too
for
worried
sure,
about
like,
7
I know there's a
PMC
good
kills.
spawn
I
in,
suspect, judging by
whatever that
what I've
purple
seen
store is
before,
called.
and I've seen
All the
these
way at the
guys
end.
before. I've competed against Ian's before in Evasion last year in solo play.
That's only good skill,
Really
though.
great guy, really amazing player. These guys will just lay people out. So I'm not at all concerned about their 7 PMC kill. I think they aren't either, which is great to see. Confidence is everything.
we see
995, I don't know if
Big
you
D
wanna fight
picking up a
Killa
kill inside of Brutal over there. May have been, I don't think it was kill. It may have just been a random scav walking around.
I can't find this shit.
They can't find what they're looking for.
Maybe go for that PMC.
All right, we are going to go ahead and show Kip and Tweak on the bottom over here. They are on reserves, and they are
So
Jeepo,
these
they're on their
guys,
third
yeah.
raid.
They have a plan. I know they have a plan. They were. Oh,
I'm dead.
Oh!
Tweak. Oh,
I think I killed them all, maybe.
what was?
Was that
Fucking,
a
I think
boss
Walker
guard on
just
the roof?
one tap me, man.
Oh shit. Okay.
What
Oh,
just
they are on-
happened?
Yeah.
I'm.
I killed
Yep,
Yeah,
it was
that was
Kluhar.
Groovy.
Fuck.
Dude,
Well,
did
we
you-
know
Still-
there's no
okay.
guide happening for Team Kip and
over
Tweak,
there.
but that's
He
okay.
has M993, by the way.
Yeah. Oh,
Ouch.
Kippen going ahead and picking up a PMC inside. Really clean.
So, very interesting here, Fluffy. Let's talk about this a little bit. These guys have clearly split up. They're backing each other as pretty superior solo players, which they both are here. Is that the play, or do you try and stick closer to your buddies so you can support them better?
I've always been a proponent. If you're in a duo or trios battle of any kind, you want to be near your duo or trio partner. It is okay to spread out a little bit, but you need to have that ability to rotate or flank at a moment's notice. And if you are on the other side of the map, especially something like reserve, you're not going to be able to do that. You know, that's my opinion. If we're in a duos battle, it's a duos battle. We are a duo. We should be together. We're not in a solos, you know what I mean, team battle.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I do tend to agree with that. I guess the counterpoint is when you're as good as these guys are solo, you do get the at least you have the option of letting them run a little bit free. And I don't know if Kippen could have done much to help Tweak in that instance, but at the same time, he's now gone. His gear's gone. Tweak's in no, Kippen's in no position to help him here. And does he now take the F1 extract, or does he commit to the next couple of minutes trying to find the items on reserve, which are a set of tools and an MCB, and then getting out of this raid?
So for me, and yeah, it's a very difficult choice, but realistically, I don't think it is. So they haven't had the greatest, you know, they're not going for the guide, so they do need to min-max their time still. I mean, because they realistically, I mean, even if you can fail the guide on the first 6, you can still get the guide done. I don't think it's as important if you fell on the first 6, but what I think he should do is he should find the stuff. Poor Kippen finding so much. That's not what he needs. He's finding all of it. That's not what he needs. Going ahead and picking up a scav kill out there. But I think what Kippen should have done was instantly rotated over, gotten the glue hard kill. That could have added to their boss/guard kills, which would have then given them a closer push to get more points later on. And he would have been able to, you know, to recover Tweak's guns or hide it, or, you know, if he really wanted to. These guys aren't worried about that stuff at this level.
No.
But I think it would have been a smarter play. Picking up another PMC.
I kind of agree. I do wonder if these guys are intentionally targeting bosses and guards. It's something that we don't necessarily always see, but I think is a good way of getting your bonus 25 points here as well. I mean, in the meantime, Tweak can gear up again, be ready to go as soon as Kippen gets out of this raid. But these guys are on their 3rd raid already. They're burning through raids at such a fast rate that for them, I think the guide is still completable.
Yep. And that's the thing is, like we were saying, min-maxing time to complete the guide afterward becomes very difficult. But with the way that these guys are going, I don't see any problem if they wanted to. And both of these guys, Kippen and Tweak, are on the evasion team. These are competitors. They are gamers. They know this game inside and out. They can do this. If anybody could do it, I feel like these two really have the best opportunity to do it.
Absolutely. They've been practicing all of yesterday as well, on stream and off. So I know they take it very seriously. So I'm really intrigued just to see what their strategy is here, in how they're going to handle this now that they've died once and have a little bit of adversary.
Oh, Kippen is getting lit up by something right now, taking a lot of shots. Don't know if he actually dropped it. Might have been a scav, could have been a PMC, kind of in those bushes. Now, it might be player scavs because this is reserved. They do spawn in super fast. Jeepo, what do you think of the idea of all the maps, bushes acting the same way that reserves bushes do?
Yeah, I think it should happen. Or else they remove it from reserve. I just don't like the inconsistency. It would have made that shoreline raid we watched with Team Kebab a little bit earlier interesting with all those bush wikis. I think sitting in a bush, it isn't a problem. I don't agree with the people that say it's a problem to play that way. It's an entirely viable way to play. But right now, there's very few negatives to playing like that. And I think slowing you down and making it noisy should be the payoff you're willing to take.
Oh!
That was another PMC. And meanwhile, Team Kebab murdering scavs up here, and Brian in the chat confirming that Team Kippen Tweak are already halfway to the guard boss kill quest.
Wow.
Well done them.
I mean, you know what, and like if we think about this as a strategy standpoint, if Kippen Tweak as a team say, okay, look, we can get the guard, you know, the guard / boss kills done. We can do that. We know we can with a little bit of luck. That's 25 points. So trading that for the guide and thinking that maybe Kippen Bro getting lit up a little bit, making me a little nervous going up on that roof.
I think he dropped one of them. They were PMCs. Is that an M67 grenade he's throwing up on that roof? Let's
Oh,
go.
that's yeah. Gluehard and his guards. There's still the rest of the guard team going ahead and lighting up more. Oh, God, that
my.
freaking transition shooting by Kippenbro is just beautiful.
Holy shit. I'm by the hole.
Kippin is one of the nicest people you'll meet in Tarkov, but he is a straight savage murderer. That was fantastic shooting from him. Oof.
Oh, does he offer classes on making that transition? Because that was beautiful.
It was clean, wasn't it? There we go. There's Tweak's body. It looks like just as we leave there, Team Kebab just extracting from interchange. Now we're going to focus here on Kip and Tweak while Kippin tries to clean up this
Did I
mess.
nade the guard?
Oh,
Alright, all the guards are dead.
oh, that
Oof.
last guard was hiding. That was very close. Really smart play. Going ahead and picking all that up. Going ahead and getting off of this roof saying, I'm done.
There's a guy on dome too. Is it? Let me see.
What is he planning on?
He's a Giga Chad. He heard there's a guy on dome. He's going to peek dome. This is what you do.
Oh,
There he
get
is.
that shot. Get that shot. Get that shot. Oh,
He got him.
did he get him?
Did he
Did he
get
get
him?
him?
Fuck the extra.
I think he got him, dude. He's got blacked arms. He's
Yeah, I'm just
shaking.
nading myself here.
Dude,
Fuck the extra
masterclass.
2 points.
Oh,
Fuck the extra
F1
2
extract
points. He's
now.
F1.
Beautiful call.
Have you seen a
Dude.
ballsier play today so far, dude?
No.
Time is
No.
of the essence.
Time is of the essence.
Uh,
Smart call. That so far that is my play of the game. Taking that shot with a blacked arm, dropping that guy, and then getting out. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and look over here at
Fantastic.
Bungle Beanin on Labs.
Was hast du?
So yeah, interesting. Let's get some good comms here on Labs. Hopefully they're a little bit behind on score, but they've been very clean so far in how they've been working together.
Obwohl,
So
eigentlich
really
ist es
interesting to
eigentlich
watch
was er-
how they handle this.
This
And warte
area
mal,
is
wir
my
haben
least
zwei
favorite
Raider,
area
ne?
in the
Könnten jetzt
entire
Raider noch
part
fertig
of
machen.
Labs is Dark Hall.
Wenn wir
Especially if there's
irgendwie-
raiders in here, they can see you, but you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
see
for
them.
sure.
It drives me crazy.
I don't have a least favorite part of Labs. I just consider it all a nightmare scenario. I'll be honest with you.
What?
It is
Haven't
not
I
my.
seen
It is
you
not my
running it
place.
a lot lately with the squad? Haven't you guys been going
Yeah,
to
you
Labs a
will have.
bunch?
Ah, ich muss den wieder saven, ne?
You gotta chase that PvP, and also you gotta face your fears a little bit. As long as somebody holds my hand, and Miss Magpie holds my hand a lot when I'm on Labs, so I'm done. I'm not going solo though, Fluffy. It ain't happening.
I understand that. Yeah, Labs is not the. When I load up Tarkov, Labs is not the map that I'm like,
Ist
you
auch
know what?
nichts. Warte mal, hier.
I want to play Labs
Genau.
today. It's more of a chat going, play Labs, and you're
Über
just
den
like,
Parking Set jetzt, wo es gerade
Yeah,
langsam geht.
kicking and screaming is usually how I play it.
Ne, ist nichts.
oh, yes, Brian
much
pointing
food.
out that Labs is
Yeah,
easier when you remember to bring armor.
All right, that
Jeepo.
only happened like 16
Soll ich
times,
drücken?
Brian. All right. A life of whiskey abuse has had its implications. I can't remember everything. It's a lot. It's like six whole items I got to bring with me in a raid.
Warte mal, ist hier nicht auch noch ein Werkzeugkasten im Pumpenraum?
Hi, Nookie.
Ja.
Chat is popping now as well. And Garland's
Yeah.
going the right way to get banned. He doesn't realize I also have mod rights on the channel now, so we can time that out. Meanwhile, these guys just diligently searching through Labs, looking for that dry fuel, that P22 stems. They're in the right area for dry fuel. I find it
Wenn nicht
spawns on
einer
these
davon, ne, wenn nur ein
boxes
Streamer-Item.
quite
mach jetzt an.
regularly, and in toolboxes as well.
Du bist
They
hier
certainly
Going
bei
ahead
seem
and
to be
hitting the
hitting it.
elevator to activate it. Yeah.
Hier ist niemand drin. Komme.
Interesting helmet choice. Using that fast MT with the slat plate and the mandibles.
Jetzt sollte
Yeah, at this stage, I don't think
Ja,
face
und
shields are worth
ist halt
having.
Überlegung.
Everyone's rocking M61 and high tier
Wir brauchen auch noch
ammo.
7 Raider.
I think
Wir
it's
haben
better
nicht
to
viel
go
Zeit
for what
für
other
dieses.
protection you can get that's maybe a little bit better. But honestly,
You
it-
say
rule
that,
one still
Cheapo.
applies. Don't get shot.
You say that, but how many times in this competition have we seen visors and helmets save lives?
We should do a count next season. Next season, we need to put a count on the channel. Every time a helmet thing's around, because I'm a big believer in helmets. Helmets save lives.
Whereabouts?
Anytime something like happens, we should add one to the count. I'd
Someone's
be
coming
really
in through the
intrigued by
door.
that.
Is that you?
Yeah,
I hate to give Brian another stat to keep track of, but I also think, Brian, that's another stack you should keep track of.
He's on the left-hand side. Yeah, go for it.
He's being mean to me in
Someone's coming in
chats.
by
I'm a
car.
big believer in
Oh!
making him work.
Oh no! Saucy goes down from the top of the
I
stairs.
thought you meant he was on second by like you, man. So I followed you.
Can Shifty go ahead and pick up this
Dang.
kill? PMC came from third floor straight down the steps on the Saucy. Saucy turn, did not have time to react, and there was an example of the visor not saving.
Rutsack.
Wait, was that Rucksack?
That was Rutsack with the kill. Inadvertently
Oh.
ruining that man's night. Shifty's pushing hard here. This is great. He switched over to that M1A. Get those M61 runs working.
Oh, no!
handrail.
Shifty goes down
It's alright, I'm out.
also.
We got the diary. Let's move on.
Oof.
He got the
So
diary.
he got the
picking that up.
diary. We heard that. Yeah, 10 points secured at least. They'll also get the points for the kills they
Rutsack.
did get, if any.
Like,
Nasty fight on that stairway with a
you said
large
you were on
weapon
second,
that's
I
really
thought, oh,
difficult to
he's on
move
second
in
floor.
those really confined spaces. He's
two-story
hitting the guardrail. Plus, it sounded like he was up against a Valor VSS there, which is,
Yeah, it was something
not
very
your ideal
fast,
scenario.
Very scary. Exactly. And we all know that that stairwell in particular on customs has become a very big pain lately with audio. But we also heard them saying to each other that their communication might have been a little bit off there, because we heard Swifty saying, "Oh no, I thought you said this. I thought you said this," and that's a very big thing when it's just you and one other person. Your communication has to be on point about exactly what you're doing, or else things are going to get very spicy very quickly.
Absolutely correct. And when you're in a small environment like resort or dorms or any of those places where you have not much room to help your buddy, if you're not close enough to help him, then he's essentially solo. And that's exactly what happened there. That mixed with the per comms just meant that they were both fighting solo battles against Rut. And Rut comes away with the win.
Yep, exactly. I agree with that. Let's
And
go ahead
we
and
can
take a look
blame
here at Kip and
Philbo
Tweak.
on that one as well. Grubbles is
Yeah,
correct.
we'll blame
No, do I have the
Philbo.
admin
Exactly.
safeties on me?
Let's go ahead and take a look at Kip and Tweak. They are over here on the
Yeah, I
shoreline.
might have those safe keys on me. I just
Man.
don't remember for sure, but I'll go have a look.
Tweak not remembering what keys he has.
No, I don't. I don't have the keys.
Seems like
Nope,
an important
none.
detail.
Anyway, just in case Sonny's there. Just so we know.
And meanwhile, these guys are hauling ass straight into the resort. Kippen, of course, I think he would probably say this is his main map, Shoreline. I know it's definitely his favorite map. He runs it a lot. Picking up the kill like it's no big thing. 2 sets of keys with him, because why not?
If you have Shoreline is the one map that I always feel like no matter what you have, whether it's a Docs case or I'm a big proponent of
Nice.
Docs case and sit case for Shoreline because of how many keys, and there are a couple of
Nothing on my
intel
side, man.
spawns and diary spawns for this. So the Docs case comes in, and then you have the sit case for everything else.
For, splints.
Still doing
Honestly,
216 now.
I don't do that, but that's mostly because I don't run Shoreline enough to have all the keys. I just don't care. Interesting, that was a scav that Kippen killed outside. I don't think I've seen a scav there in a long time, but he searched him and found the mayonnaise. Devil Dog Mayo,
Ooh.
10 points secured as well. So really good scav kill, it turned out.
Big pickup, yeah. It's very important. Always, if you can, I always tell people
No
check
line
the
stuff,
scavs. And one thing
on
that
metal.
people don't realize that you can check a scav,
Oh, Alice,
and when the
did
experience pops up in the bottom right hand corner, it will tell you if that scav is actually worth searching or not, depending on the amount of experience you get for touching the body.
Absolutely. And if you're running as a squad and your buddy kills a player, it's always worth tapping that body as well for the same reason.
Oh, shots being fired. Is
Tweak
that
has a
at
fight.
Tweak?
Yeah.
I've got an alley splint.
I think
Nice, dude.
so. He's jumping over barbed here. Is he going to go downstairs?
you
He
play this
is.
guy?
You heard it. He's pushing. Aggressive play from Tweak here.
Looks like Kippen is able to assist in this. He is still over on that east side. Going ahead and checking for a red key card. Gotta check. Even if it's a competition, gotta check for that card.
Yeah, he's what? Is the minis he found this wipe too now? I think.
Oh,
Well,
people keep
still
saying
a myth. Reds aren't real.
I found one Jeepo. So somebody just went
I'm
down
gonna
metal
put Ben Chicken
stairs
2000,
from
I
the
think.
roof. Looks like Tweak is going to keep an eye on that because he doesn't have a lot of options. He either goes
careful,
inside
there
or
might
he
be a
pushes
guy.
that left.
Coming through
I've got a
admin
raven
too.
and a cock.
Oh!
Raven and a cock. You heard it
Yeah,
here,
that's
chat. All the
Oh.
birds in his
this-
butt. Let's go.
Okay, this is a problem
I think he's
because
going
now
for
he
you
has
from
to
blast,
decide
maybe.
he doesn't have the room in his capo to save everything, so he's got to say, okay, what do I need to take out of here?
Oh, no. Valman behind me.
Yeah,
Oh,
because he has that
Valman
aluminum
behind
screen.
Tweak.
Aluminum? Oh, God.
There.
I'm crossing. Are you on first?
Yeah, I'm on ground. I'm dead.
Oh, Tweak.
Okay, so
Please. I
hope that
there's
wasn't a
guy,
team kill.
and then he's at the end of the hallway, the SA dude.
Kippen, please tell. I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Tweak would have
This
been.
guy's just ice skating. Fuck.
It
Uh,
wasn't. It
whoa.
wasn't. Okay, good.
Just
Oh,
walking one tap. 10.
I
Guys,
was very
M16s.
worried, but I saw the visor crack,
Gonna be
which
the end
led
of
me
second
led me to
floor
believe that it
for the jump
wasn't
over.
Kippen. Oh, Kippen getting lit up on the stairs! No!
No! Oh, the sprint. Okay, so much to unpack there. A little bit of hesitation in the comms, but it worked out just fine for them. There were so many points on the line there. He still gets the ones that are in his kappa. That's fine. He does lose the 10 points from the extract and the 10 points from the, I think it was the splint or the mayo he left out. God, that was
Oh, man.
he unfortunately he sprinted up the stairs trying to cover ground quickly, didn't hear him, probably the audio, and face planted that guy who was not sprinting and already had his gun at the high ready. Unfortunate for Kippen, bro.
Very unfortunate for Kippen, bro. We're gonna go ahead and tune in here with Face Off Esports on Interchange. Man, that raid, like, but picking up 30 points in your kappa, and the thing about it though is items mean a lot early, but as you start finding them, they don't mean as much because you've already found them all. So it is good to have that 30-point cushion, but it would have been better to have those extra points by surviving. And I think that's the one thing that we need to see a turnaround on Kippen and Tweak is getting those team extracts, because as you know, those end up playing a huge, point lead like at the end.
Absolutely. I think those extract points can be key. If you run 12 raids and you survive 10 of them, that's a lot of points. It's definitely worth trying to focus them down.
You got one.
But these guys are clearly pushing for the kills. They're going for that PvP,
Alright, let's go
which
get
is
this army.
valid as well. You love to see it. The lead has changed
Get it in
times
your butt.
8 times so far. Has changed hands 8 times so far. What do you make of that, Fluffy? That is insanely close. Look at these scores.
Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier. This has been one of the closest early games
that's it.
we have seen in a long time in the competition, where one team's not just like
Might just check T-Brain
getting
quick, make sure
super
there's no
far
guys in
out,
it,
like they're
but-
getting lucky spawns of things. They're getting
behind
lucky, RNG. Oh, going ahead and getting a scav shot there from face off, but. This is exciting. I can't wait to see how this keeps progressing.
No, me. Let's move on.
Right, we're still in the first hour. It's breathless after this already.
Doesn't like me though.
Guys are sprinting around Interchange without a care in the world. Checking out
Right,
Tackle
we're
Out,
gonna
looking
take
for
the
that
close door on this
PvP. Remember, chat, they're looking for an Aramid and a horse
Yeah,
statue
I'm in the
here.
pyramid.
There you go. You
Really
heard him
good.
say.
Yeah, really smart of them to split up here. I've liked this tactic from this team all day, where one of them holds a long angle, gets into position, while the other one is
bastard.
running around trying to find items or look
Two
for
fleeces.
anything else.
Fedora.
Looks like he's
Finding
finding
everything
everything
but
but Aramid.
Oh,
I swear
you
the
hate
kid
it.
watches and he
Straight to
just
windows.
pushes a button, people, honestly.
Yes, yeah. Nikita reminds me of. I'm gonna date myself here.
In the big window area,
Like,
you're gonna get
I mean, I guess I could use anything, but it always brings that moment of Shredder from the original TMT movies with all of those monitors watching everything at one time. That's what
Opposite,
Nikita
it's
does. He
just a
just
scout, I
sits there
think.
and watches all the
He's got
monitors,
multiple octagon.
hundreds and hundreds
There's
of them,
multiple,
and
one in
just
Chinese,
presses
one
buttons to
all the way
say,
down at the octagon.
"You need this." No.
What a great reference. And that was just while you were saying that, Shifty saw PMC outside that library area on the other side of the shopping mall. That was a risky stop. I'm not sure I would have stopped there. That guy clearly saw him. You're pretty much just racing each other to the head tap,
Oh!
which is not a position you want to be in. Oh, he's taking
Saucy
rounds
getting
now?
Yeah, tracer rounds from somewhere down in
Yeah,
the
I
middle.
think it is.
Maybe just a regular scav spawning them.
I think he's
It
taking
looked like
side.
Starbucks side, yeah. I wonder.
Let's not get focused on scouts.
Meanwhile, he's losing the momentum he had on the push. They ran across towards Pizza from Burger to try and
More
push
coming
this player.
through.
They're now losing that.
Someone running up here.
Where are we going?
In Burger, in Papillon, sorry.
There you go. They hear him.
Oh no! Saucy goes. Oh, Saucy takes a headshot but lived, and then goes down.
I was waiting for him to run around the corner,
Shifty didn't peek fast enough to help.
but he didn't know I was there.
He held, he waited. He didn't know that Saucy was in the open without cover. Face shield save lives. It seems like I'm jinxing people in a good way, but he missed the kill.
Come on, Shifty, pick this up. Still in a fight. Can't tell if this is a 2 or 3 man that he's fighting with. Obviously not great cover being behind that chain link fence. You can shoot through that. Going ahead and finding him in the doorway, lighting him up.
Ammo's gonna be a concern.
Come on.
We got a Vector, we got an M61 firing weapon in there. It's definitely at least a 2-man. This is a big fight. He needs to hold this angle right here. He needs
Ignore
to
the
watch his
blood.
right. I think he's gonna get flanked on his right here if he's not careful. One of those guys fell back towards library, which means he's going Chinese subway side. There you go.
You can hear the running. You can hear the running.
Good use of a torch by that guy.
Oh,
and he got him!
Shifty.
What a
5v1.
fight, though. Woof. Really, really nice use of grenades from Shifty to try and hold the guy off when you just need to keep room. You need to keep the distance in that fight when you're outnumbered. That was good use of grenades. Really unlucky stuff from the guys.
Yeah. Really, really great gameplay, though. They very smart knowledge. It was very unfortunate, though, that he got taken out early in that fight. It was just it unfolded in such a weird way. And one thing I do want to touch on is he's using a TAC 30, which I think is one of the most underrated scopes in the game. I love that scope unless you're doing night raids.
War zumindest ein Step gerade.
Yeah, that's interesting to see. I do like seeing a little bit of you know, I guess diversity in the weapons choices. I mean, we're seeing a lot of HKs and M61 firing weapons, but it's nice to see the different
Nicht
scopes.
in der 3, oder?
You know, I have my favorites. We all know what it is because it's the best, and I use it over and over. But it is nice to see a little bit of difference here. A lot of red dots, a lot of EO tags. Really interesting to watch, guys. But I don't get to watch every single day, so it's really nice to see them on here.
All right, we're tuning in here to Bogobinen and Drimmy with Aries QTV going ahead on this reserve. Team's doing extremely well for themselves. They've got a 67% survival rate so far between 3 raids. Unfortunately, the guide's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to complete because of that.
Anderes Pferdehaus und dann.
It's
Obwohl, wir müssen
high
nach rechts
octane
fahren.
stuff here. These guys are all going for it. I don't think there's any team holding back at this point. Nobody's playing cautiously in the first half and then bringing it up. And look, we now have Face Off Esports in last place, whereas just before they were sitting in second, I think it was. So this is just back and forth between all 4 teams. Really, really good stuff.
Do you think, realistically, if you died your second raid, do you throw caution to the wind there and get a lot more aggressive because you did die and you know that the guide's going to be that much harder to complete?
Yes, I think you have to. In fact, that's what we did as well. Once we died last week, we just said, well, screw this. Let's just go after PMCs because it's now 25 points that you can't secure by surviving. So you're just going to be a little bit more risky. You still want those extract points as a team, 10 points for that, but it's worth the risk, I think.
Nichts. So, jetzt geradeaus nach links.
All right. This is their third raid, so the survival rate will change a little bit. We're just being updated on that right now. Oh, go ahead. Is that PMC or a scav on the wall? I couldn't tell.
I think a PMC. Sorry, a scav. He deleted him like a scav. Regardless, it was pretty nasty.
Looks like Aries getting into a fight over here in the night building. Is that? I think that's another scav.
Muss hier nach rechts kommen.
Nice, clean comms. Mein Deutsches nix are good, but it's very, very quick, very clean. You can hear that these guys have definitely played together before. They know exactly what they're doing. I'd be interested to find out what their plan was, apart from the interesting interview before the competition started. I'd love to know the actual strategies they came in with.
Yes.
Raquel's saying it's so funny how I call like I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best.
You'll notice that I have conspicuously not attempted to say it yet. So.
Yeah.
It's you know I'm just doing my best here. Okay, should I do it faster? Would that be better? Like, is that better if I do it quicker? I don't know. I think
it's if my German is correct, it'd be like Bügelbienen, but that U with the dots is always a funny one.
Ah, you're Dutch.
Ich bin ein Berliner. I am also a donut, Grumbles. Let's go.
Oh shit. Movement Krüppel.
It's the U. I gotcha. Okay. Or that I say you, but it's not a language. I speak one language very poorly, let alone multiple. Just call them the Iron Bees. Fuck. Wow, Carlin, true. Look, I want to enunciate it correctly. Okay.
Hab ihn. Frontspieler.
Oh, go ahead, popping somebody at the back over here.
Hältst du mich kurz? Deine Nate? Okay.
Nice use of grenades. Just throw them out there, keep people away while you grab the dog tag.
Jo, hab das Dog Tag.
Looks like they have 2 streamer items and an MCB as well. They're getting out right now. What a fantastic raid if these guys can both survive.
Really smart. I love the use of getting under the truck to escape. Very smart.
Auf geht's, Leute, auf geht's. Das war richtig Punkte, die Runde.
Excellent work by the guys there. Very, very impressive. Big score. I'd be interested to see when that updates as well.
Will be very interesting. All right, we're going to tune in here with Face Off with Esports. It looks like they are on Woods over in the new area, Jeepo.
Yeah, and I've been having a lot of fun on Woods recently. What about you? What's your thoughts on it now that the dust is settled on the expansion? How much are you loving it?
He means
I need to play it more. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. Oh, look at that! They've gone ahead and they found the security vest.
That's cool.
Just like that.
Well, we got
this is where we had our best raid when we played last week. We absolutely smashed a 4-man on Woods and got a load of scavs and found all the items that we needed. And I think there's a lot of points to be had on Woods, and I think if you can find the other PMCs, this is an interesting map to go running back for points. It's just so large. It's a long way to extract. That feeling gotcha.
So we might as well head that way.
Yeah, I will say my one complaint about the expansion of this map was that we did not also get an expansion on the player number.
So I believe we got 1. I think we got 1 extra player, potentially, but I think it could do with another 2 or 3 even at this point. It's such a big map. The sightlines are so good. Once we get those momentum changes, which we definitely need to talk about tonight that are coming, where you can't jiggle peek and you know, it makes sniping more realistic and more fun and more rewarding. I would love to see more players on here that you can just pop their heads off. I'm a big fan of that.
And we have an entire task dedicated to this map for Tarkov Shooter Part 8 that is extremely, especially this late into the wipe, very, very difficult to complete.
Yeah, very, very difficult. Very hard to find them unless they're in a squad and you get lucky. It's very difficult to find 3 players on this map in a raid. And as Taco Sauce is saying in chat, I
out
do
for
think that
bushwhackies.
Sturman needs another spawn point. Everybody still tends to gravitate, now that they've done their exploring, they still tend to gravitate towards the sawmill. It would be nice to get Sturman somewhere else on the map, just to make it open up a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, we've noticed a lot. There's a couple of good spawns over in the new village area for like a GPU, and that was a highly contested area for a while once people found out about that spawn. But realistically, all of the loot on this map and all of the PvP for this map is still in this area.
Yeah, unless you're going in looking for specific items, like food items are in the FOB, or sugar can be in some of the technical crates and things like that. Otherwise, yeah, the loot, the kills, the boss, they're all in Sawmill.
Red brick. Yeah, I see him. There's someone over by Red Brick. There's no way we're gonna get the shots
Both
from
of
here.
them rocking.
It's like
Is that the M1As?
I'm kind of feeling like
Or
it's a waste of time.
Yep.
One of them is using a proper M1A with a Voodoo. The other one is using the subpar M1A with a Valde. So the Voodoo could definitely reach out and touch him.
If I could kick you off right now, I would. And Brian just confirming they did in fact increase the player count on Woods from 8 to 12 to 8 to 14 in December. Thank you, Brian. I thought they'd increased it a little bit.
Should we cut inwards?
You're all right,
don't
Brian.
feel like it's
I don't believe what people tell me about you. Not at all. It's definitely not true. You're all right.
I still just don't feel it's enough. I feel like they should be using this map to start testing the player limits that they can get on maps.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, Interchange as well could probably do with a couple more players. The issue I have with the map right now is everybody gravitates to Tech Light Corner. So it would be even more chaotic. But a map like this, more players equals staying in raid longer, which equals more fun, more tension. We all play Tarkov for the tension. That's why we do it. Otherwise, we'd play something else.
I don't know how you feel about this, but do you feel that this map, like Woods especially, I always get a huge Daisy feel from this map?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I think if you're running scav gear.
Yeah, but there's just something about this map that I always feel is very, like, to me, this map feels like what the world of Tarkov could be eventually if all the maps were interconnected. Like, this is what you would experience a lot of running to each of these locations.
Right, and so what I think is interesting about this is because Woods is just so rural and it plays so differently to all the other ones. And you know, I think it's maybe why it's becoming a map I'm really enjoying at the minute. Just because you have no set flanking routes. It's about using the terrain, the defilade, the cover, the bushes, the trees, the rocks. You know, interchange is interchange. We all know how to flank there now. Labs is labs. We know the flanking routes if you get that map knowledge. On Woods, it's more open. It's more set for interpretation. And it just plays very differently. I was telling you guys earlier tonight, yesterday we were on there, me and a buddy, and he likes to bait players out. And the amount of fun you can have baiting people out on Woods and flanking them, very masterful guy that he is.
Now, one thing, and let's touch on what you were talking about earlier with the inertia
the road by checkpoint
changes. Do you think that this map will be less affected by the inertia changes or more affected, especially when it comes to tactical engagements? Picking up a scav here you know, like getting behind trees.
That's a tough question. I think all maps will be affected by it. Like, there are many times on customs you see a guy and you want to shoot him, but he's jiggle peeking on top of a rage. Shoreline, reserve, they all have that same impact. I'm not sure I can say that one more so than the other, but I do think that the
toolkit. Shame it's on the wrong map.
Toolkit, wrong map, unfortunately. I do think that I do think that the changes to momentum and movement are actually going to be some of the most important changes in Tarkov, and I think a lot of people don't realize that yet. The level of salt and rage that will exist for a couple of weeks will far beat the weight changes to Tarkov, if anybody remembers that great saga. So I'm very excited because I think this is where Tarkov needs to go.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I like the slower pace. I've always loved Tarkov in the moments when people had worse gear and they weren't sprinting as much, and the combat wasn't so so action oriented in the sense of like the movement. You know, I hate saying Call of Duty like, but I don't know another way to specify it. But I've always thought Tarkov was better when it was a slower paced game and not Call of Duty like.
Agreed, and that's not to disparagely like comment on Call of Duty's movement. It's a game with a very specific, player base and a very unique, or what was it initially back when it originally came out, a very unique take on the movement. I think. I think Tarkov needs to go its own way a little bit more uniquely, and I think that's what the momentum changes will do. Just adding body weight. Other games have done this very well. Arma has done it. Squad has done it. It changes how the game plays.
Survival bonus.
Good raid from Face Off Esports. Looks like they're about to extract and secure that 10 points. And Brian in the chat telling me that Bugelbienen are the only team still in line for the guide, 25 points.
Please no
So,
run through.
really, really good work by them.
Yeah, beautiful. They are the ones that are, closest to getting this guy done. So we will see. I would be very excited to see if we get a team that completes all 3 of our subtasks. Going ahead and get into a fight over here on this plateau area. So many grenades going out from Ares. He is just mortaring down over here.
Ja, genau. Ich komm von
Huge
oben runter.
fan of that. Great work. One flanks directly, one flanks hard left, avoiding the grenades, pushing into the cover of the bushes to find this guy.
Vom Sound her.
Like dogs on the hunt here. This is great to watch.
Checking the bush, seeing if he is laying down there.
Hier ist aber niemand.
It's a very dangerous way to check, though, but unfortunately, you do have to kind of just push into that bush.
Einfach hier unten rechts bleiben.
Looks like
Oh,
RS
maybe finding him at that tree.
Yeah,
Was war das, Skev?
find something.
Oh,
One's-
PMC
one dead.
picked up tag right there.
Grab that SR25.
Okay, den anderen sehe ich nicht, aber du
Great
weißt, wo er
work.
ist.
Great work.
And another tag.
Hol dir Stockdeck, Level 11.
3-man. Was that a
warte mal, wir müssen
3-man
die
that they
looten.
just picked up over here?
It
Ja,
was
wegen den
very
Items, Mann.
casual
Super.
murder.
Super.
Very, very good.
Das ist das Problem.
These guys are
Ich schmeiß mich
cracking
schon
off
vor dich.
tonight. Very impressive shooting.
Mm-hmm. And they have now, if I'm not mistaken, taken the lead with 139 points. No, I'm sorry, Kip and Tweak have
Das waren die halt nicht mit
174.
der SVD, ne?
Wow,
Just
where
did
did
it.
that happen?
Silenced.
When did that happen?
Ich habe einfach so hart in den Busch gehalten, ne? Die sind dann instant weggerannt, nachdem die auf dich geschossen haben. Ja, Skevs spawnen hier auch, ne?
I really like this area. I like this area a lot on Woods now. This little temporary medical facility.
What do you call this area? I've heard different things. I call it the FOB or the FOB. I've heard picnic area because of the amount of food you can find. I've heard a couple of different things here. Always interesting to hear. Chat, what do you guys call this?
Yeah, I just call it med, like temp med. Like I always said, it's just the temporary medical area. You know what I mean? Like I just say temp med.
Wieso kann ich hier nicht? Lol.
But FOB sounds better. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll start calling it that. I like that, Jeepo.
Trust me, Jeepo callouts are probably not what you want to go with.
I have seen some of your call outs with Ann and Mags. Like they
boy.
sometimes look a little confused when you call
Security
things
with
out
the
and they're
schwarz.
just like, where,
Schwarz, so
Jeepo?
groß wie die Skevweste.
I think Miss Nixia might be my spirit animal for the amount of innuendo
von hier
with
aus weitergehen.
callouts. That's maybe his where it's at.
Hier warst du schon dran.
But this is
Compound,
my
Mag, yeah.
concern.
Holzkiste?
Yeah, this is my concern with Woods as always. Is you
Kann man
have Ares and they're just running around like
ziehen.
there's just not enough players. I want more players. I want more combat on this map.
Agreed. A little bit more combat would be good. I mean, it's exceptionally frustrating
Ich hab den Schuss
when
so knapp
you're
gehört, ne?
sniped
Das
out of,
musste
you know,
oben drauf sein.
customs
Ich
while
bin
you're on woods,
weggelaufen.
essentially, and just blitz from the other side of the map. And that's not really what we're seeing here today, because these guys are the alpha predators on the map right now, right? They're running through and just murdering things. So with more players is more frustration for your everyday player, which is something that you have to consider. But I think
Sicher,
maybe
jetzt
upping it by
Bügelbienen?
another
Ja,
one or
Bügelbienen.
two would
Aber das ist die
certainly
Maya
help.
und ich bin der Bügelmann.
But yeah, my problem too is just with so many tasks
Macht er
on
natürlich
here
nicht,
that
damit die
require
Begleitung
you to
spielen.
kill PMCs, and if you're having raids like they're having right now,
War nur ein Joke.
it's very difficult to get those tasks done, even for new players. They would be like, I'm struggling. I don't see anybody. So, but we're gonna tune in here with Kip and Tweak on Interchange.
Yeah, running straight in the middle here. You just hate it when you have to tell someone you're inside. But in he goes. He's straight into National here. It looks like, remember on this map, we're looking for Armid and Horse Statue. And meanwhile, Tweak, interestingly, staying outside, perhaps looking to wrap up some PMC kills here.
Yeah, what I really like about this is Tweak went straight into National to go ahead and look for that horse statue, because horse statues do have a pretty good spawn chance inside of the filing cabinets, and there are a lot of filing cabinets right here.
So do they? Because this was something that was up for debate in chat recently. A lot of people saying that yes, and a lot of people saying that they actually got removed from the filing cabinet spawn, and checking the wiki apparently is out of date. And so we decided that we weren't going to commit time to searching for horse in here. We figured our best bet was kill an extract, use the card, go downstairs, see if it's in there. It's got a pretty good chance of spawning in there. I would love to know more info about whether or not it does actually spawn in there.
Was it One Peg or was it Geeksay? They just did a YouTube video that with the most recent, like, you know, patch where they hit like hundreds of filing cabinets to see the
horse in the filing cabinets.
And that way it told, you know what I mean? And he said, this is exactly what I got out of all of these filing cabinets. Somebody just did a video on that. After the competition today, I might go find that video. So that way we can see if after hitting that many filing cabinets, if they did find a horse, then we could kind of like have a statistical understanding of, yes, this is in these, or no, it's been removed.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the other thing as well is, it's a slow search. You're sitting there for a minute searching all of these. It's not, unless you've got elite search levels, you're gonna have to take that.
Oh, is that Killer?
That might be Killer. That's a lot of ammo. Nice, Tweak. That was very casually done. You love it.
Yeah.
That putting them so close to the boss scaff kills. That is 10. They just need Rishala and the boys or Gluhar again on reserve.
Still a fucking horse.
Absolutely, and I don't think these guys have gone customs yet, so that's still on.
Maybe, yeah, TTS can definitely spawn it. Gold chain. I'm checking the furniture up here and gold chain is what I got.
Sounds like, sorry, apologies. It sounds like they did actually just do customs before this. But if this is you, Bunny, are you going back into customs and reserve to try and get those bosses and guards? That's your two best bets for this, right? Reserve for Gluey and the boys, and Rishala on customs.
100%. Customs is one of those maps that I have said time and time again, you should always be one of your maps in the rotations when you're in a competition like this, because going ahead and picking up something. Is that a regular scav or no player maybe coming down the escalators?
Yeah, scavs, I think.
Oh, just scavs coming down the escalators. Okay. No, there's no way that's a scav.
That's not a scav. No. Scavs don't pre-fire like that and suppress angles. Yep, there you go.
The S key towards Goshen.
Huh.
Yep.
There you go. They're calling it out now.
No, running out. Yeah. See how this unfolds.
There's
what
one to the
happens if
right.
they're
I don't know if
gonna push
Kippen
this.
saw him. One at the right by Pretty Lights as well.
He went left, yeah.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Yeah, he saw the one on the right too. He's transitioned over there now. All right, these guys are working together really well now. They're both in a 10-meter square area. Yes, get him, Kip.
Good stuff. Kippen lighting him up, taking a headshot. He's got that ringing.
Yeah, I thought he
good
was
stuff.
I thought he was coming down the escalators.
He's got that Reese T helmet on. Great shout there, coming in clutch.
Looks like both of them are wearing either Alton or Is T helmets. I like this choice.
I'm going to Pretty Lights.
Pretty lights. Here we
What
go.
is this? What is this call out? I needed. You said it first,
yes.
and then I just heard him say this.
Check that
What
TTS.
is this pretty lights call out?
The first time
Oh,
I
you
ever
fucking
heard
serious?
this
A
call
chain
out,
and
I
nothing
thought
else?
Miss Magpie was
man.
just being
Chain.
a girl. But no, this store is actually called Pretty Lights. It used to
I'm gonna
spawn
check it out.
bitcoins and gold chains in the back where Tweak just checked.
Yeah,
actually
I
called that.
remember that. I've never looked at the name.
It's
I
fine,
did
but
not
it's
know that
express, but-
that
Yeah, I've been
I was like
checking
pretty
buckles.
lights. Like
No
what are
one
they
else is here either.
talking about?
Yeah, once you
plenty
run
of
this
ways to
map
find out.
enough times, after a few thousand runs, these
Yeah,
shops
yeah,
are
true.
ingrained in your brain, and
Break
you'll
it back
start
down.
having dreams about it.
Yeah, so while we do,
you've
man,
been
will we
warned,
just,
everybody.
Yeah, I've literally
Run
just
towards
always
tech
called
stores
that
and fucking
storage by
People,
by
yeah, down for that.
Goshen
Yeah.
I'll run up middle escalator.
because I've always
Coffee shop
considered that
store,
like
things like that. Yeah.
yeah, like that's what I've always called it. I did not know it was called Pretty Lights. So looks
Who-
like
who the
Tweak is
fuck
going
is
ahead
this
and getting
in
into it
front
with maybe a scav or another player down here. Looks like it's a player running right
Yeah,
or
yeah.
running to the left.
Ooh.
Grenade coming out.
He's
Oh,
up
come on,
in
come
the
on, careful,
underground.
careful, Tweak.
That's two. That's more than
Squad
one.
on
That's
me.
more than one. He's now in a
coming.
spot of bother. He's got one close, one further back. He needs to move.
Oh,
Get that
let's listen
ETG.
and
Get that
watch this
ETG.
play out.
I'm running down ramp
Got him.
right now.
One
Yeah, I
down.
killed
Mike
one.
change. Just go.
Another one right in front of me. I'm dead.
Oh! Was that a team kill? I don't think it was. I don't think it was. I think Kippen was almost on time.
Got one.
Come on,
need to
Kippen,
see
pick this
your-
up. You got this.
Come on, Kip. Got him.
Good stuff. There might still be one more. Kip
Still
is
be
clearing
more.
it. Yep.
Where there's two, there's three. Tweak with 2 kills.
Thank you.
There's another one. I'm a nervous reloader, Fluffy, and I'm starting to get really concerned about his mics.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
was that,
going ahead and
was that the
picking it up.
headshot?
I hope so.
It looked like it.
Sorry, I had to drop off of the
Oh.
thing and my painkiller had ran out.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. I fucking.
He
died.
dived. For those of you that didn't see it, he dived
got
off
him.
the
I got
second
both
floor
of
and
them.
blacked out both legs to get there, and he
So if I
just.
take the tag that Tweak,
was
the
half
guy that
second
Tweak
too
killed,
slow.
that counts, yeah? If I confirm it with you, Dunk.
Correct, yes.
Good call out. Good
Always
comms
nice
with
to
the
hear
battle
Dunk.
mods, making sure.
And
Yeah,
where was the guy
good
that you
here,
killed,
Dunk.
Tweak?
So. The container.
Great fight there.
Oh, right here.
Such a
This is
shame
great,
that they
great
didn't.
fight.
Deeper
That
Oni-chan,
Tweak
that's
had to
Tweak,
die,
right
but
there.
what a
Yeah,
great
tag.
fight. Fantastic.
Yeah, someone's
All right, we're going to go ahead and go in with Face Off Esports over here. They are in their 7th raid, so they are into the custom maps, whatever they want to run.
Yeah.
They are free to
Nothing
do.
in this room.
Someone's been in here. Probably been looted.
Yeah, and I guess it comes down to what strategy
wanna
they
just
want to
push
approach.
straight
Do they want
towards-
to start going for bosses? Do they want to run the maps that they haven't found the task items
Yeah,
on?
That's a good chance.
Be interesting to see what their approach is. They're currently sitting at 0 boss or guard kills, as you can see across the bottom. And they have not hit the 7 PM season of raid either. So maybe you run Shoreline or somewhere that's high player count at the moment and chase those 7 PMCs.
Shots.
So this is something that we were talking about a little bit. Oh, getting shot at. Shifty is going ahead and laying down behind this bush. It looks like it might be coming from that pond building over there.
Alright, I made it. Someone on top of black, I think.
Good call out. Nice work.
You got the key for that below.
The issue with this building is some of the floors are wood, and people will hear you moving towards the windows from another building, depending on where they are.
Let's go. We could go underneath us and do the boxes underneath this room.
Check MCB.
Really good
MTB
call
on top
here.
floor. You're right. Yeah.
So I'm just
This is
having a
that
quick
moment where
glance
mad
at the
knowledge.
scores here. So currently, Face Off Esports are in 4th place with 123 points, which is damn respectable. I can't believe that's the 4th place score right now. Tweak and Kippen opening up a bit of a lead here. And then we have the other 2 teams, Team Kebab and Google Beanin, are not too far behind either. So this is still to the wire. We've got an hour and a half, just over an hour and a half left. So we still got plenty of time here.
Lots of time left. We
There
can
is a
see a
toolkit
lot, and this
actually
is
in the
the
one
moment where map knowledge and loot spawn knowledge
check
is
it.
very important, because they do understand, like, okay, these are the things that we need. We know exactly where we can search for them. So it's good to see that they do have some experience with reserve, because a lot of the older players, the older Tarkov players, they have their maps, and those are the only maps they run. They
Should
don't
we,
want to
dip
go
out
to
and go
reserve. They don't want to
underneath,
go to
get
new
these boxes?
maps. Do you see that a lot with older players, or do you think it doesn't matter as much?
Yeah.
Dip out the metal,
People don't
the
like
metal
change.
window.
I'm really excited for new maps. I like reserve a lot. My issue with it is it's a scav map. It's not a PMC map. I don't go there unless there's a very specific reason to. I don't think I ever really load the game up and go, hey, let's go reserve. So I kind of get the apprehension that certain
Oh, fuck
players
me, didn't
might
realise you were
have.
in here. How did you get down so fast?
Whoa! Wait!
Um,
Hold on, Jeepo. I hate to interrupt you. Was there
I
a
thought you heard it loot in the toolbox. No?
Almost.
I just thought you found one in the
Wait,
door.
wait. There was a player. There was somebody standing outside on the garbage, I thought. And
No, I think he ran
Shifty
in.
thought the same thing.
One's been down here and they've looted it all though.
I think he ran in
He's
and
something
he just
laid out
didn't
here.
see him, and it was almost a blue on blue.
Yeah, but there was a weapon crate.
Oh.
That could have been real nasty.
Okay.
That could have been like that's where it becomes
Coffee.
extremely
It's
like
not one, is it?
understanding areas. That was scary for a second.
Cool.
You don't want to be the
Can I
guy
go
that team
D2,
kills your
power
jewel
on and
mate
check
in a
the
competition in
loot
front of
one
everybody.
head out,
That's
or we just
that's the
literally
thing
go
you don't want to
extract
do.
and
All
come back?
right.
There's another.
It's almost
We-
as bad as
how-
getting killed by Filbo in a competition.
Yeah,
It's
let's
up
do
there.
What's the? I was gonna say thank you, Brian. I was gonna do that. 18 kills since April 17th of 2021. 8 TKs.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ouch.
And if we die, we die.
You bring great shame.
Been in for 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the scav.
Going ahead and picking up a scab down here in these tunnels.
Do you need me?
Every point.
This is my
counts
least
for these
favorite part
guys.
about this entire map.
That's not me. Raiders.
Oh!
Ooh, Tracer, hello.
Oh no!
Grenade. Whoa. Did that bounce off the Raider, or am I crazy?
I think it may have. That was super scary. Going ahead and like, there is nothing
shit.
worse than
There's
going
raiders
into the
down the bottom.
grenade throw animation and then being pushed.
Yeah, I'm alright. I can go kill him if you want. but
Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy.
come back and we
Filbo, I see you down there.
kill him.
I see you down there.
We can extract. I have the kill. You know what I mean? Let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's contact.
Filbo throwing shade at a past
Alright.
competitor,
D2.
Jeepo.
I want a rematch in which there will be no MDRs being used, believe me.
We have to turn the
Oh.
My bad.
Yeah, that's one of the tournaments I really hope that we do this season. After everything's said and done, as a caster
Where did
slash
you
battle
find the, guy
mod,
to kill?
you know, tournament where we all compete against each other.
The way we came down.
I mean, I have low expectations. As
I'm
long as I
back
beat
to store
Filbo, I'm
away.
pretty stoked, so.
Me too. I'm at the part where we met and we went down.
Yeah, me.
Hotel is out here.
He must have been the guy who
Jeepo
was on the
leans
roof
heavy on the
trying to chase us
MDR
and-
bug
Oh, man.
crunch.
I
can
can't say
see
what I
him
want to
busy.
say. I can't risk
Get a kill.
TOS on the evasion chunk.
Oh man. Going ahead and moving around this outside.
Casters, that's what I want to know.
On the left.
Yeah.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Mhm. Casters casting themselves. Yeah, no.
Right?
I
So the
think I
guys
think we would
moving-
bring in
Yeah, that's pretty
some
nice.
other people
Yeah,
to do
nice.
that. Maybe we'll get Sig and Hotel to cast that one.
Oh, I'd be worth it. I'm
Hopefully my
definitely
name
for that.
got a couple of them.
So the guys moving up. It looks like they're pushing towards the
like,
extract up here. I'm not sure. I didn't check if they both have their ropes with them. I imagine they do. It's a good way to secure the extract here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the safest extracts on reserve.
say
I mean,
one
it's
thing
still like, and I say that as
Yeah, me neither.
safest is very
gonna
loose
run
because
shit
for
with them.
PMCs,
Like,
no
Yeah, I'm
extract on
already
this
here.
map is safe. But this is the one that I
Okay,
feel
so-
you can secure the
I'm here at
easiest
extract.
and get out on. Let's see if they do have their paracords also.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
that's-
did. Taking off their slicks. Sticks secured, and they're getting out. Good raid from the guys. Nice and a safe raid. Some good
Oh, well,
stuff. Some good
that's
kills.
another
Some
extract.
scavs picked up.
It's a shame
Really
we didn't
nice
get
stuff.
an item, but we can.
Oh, very good stuff,
run on a
Jeepo.
map and come back.
Once again, I want to take this moment to thank all of our
1,
competitors, guys.
2,
Make sure
3.
you go ahead and head over to every single one of their channels. Show them a follow. Follows are free. And if you have a Twitch Prime, you can always use that either here or on one of the amazing competitors' channels. It's a free sub that you get to use every single month. So Prime Gaming, go show them some love with that. Also, guys, once again, check out the evasion_GG's Twitter if you want to know when any other events are happening. Every weekend, we have lots of events going on, and if you want to be a part of them, they announce everything on their Twitter. And they also post some really great clips from different competitions, people jumping off of buildings. It's always entertaining to watch if you need something that you're just like, man, I want to see something. You know, the one clip we did not see was the clip of Jeepo running around like a chicken with his head chopped off with a bugged MDR. So there was no clip of that. So you're lucky, Jeepo.
Yeah, that one brought shame for sure. And as you can see, guys, the links are in chat. Thank you, Brian, for doing that. Go hit those guys up, guys. They're out here. They're giving it their best. They're working together. They're risking team killing their teammates in front of you all for tonight. So, and of course, it's not just for you guys. It is for a prize. There is a prize on the line here as well. And it looks like Kippen and Tweak are on reserve now. So we're going to jump over and watch the guys.
On this
Lots of
reserve map, this
PMC
is
kills.
yeah, lots of PMC kills. This is their 7th raid, so they are also, I believe, either after this one free to go, or on this one they are free to choose where they go. Yeah, so
I believe they've already done a reserve, so they were free to choose. And I wonder if they're here specifically looking for Gluey and the boys to get that 25 bonus points for the guard and boss kills. Also, of course, looking for the 2 missing items, which on this map are an MCB and a set of tools. And so I don't know what they asked their battle mod. I know we asked our battle mod not to tell us this, like where the other teams were in comparison to us. Good kill by Tweak, little pistol boy. All pistol boys.
No, not even a
must
pistol
die.
boy. He was literally a hatchling. I haven't seen one
They
of those
must
in a
die
long
too.
time. they
Big fan
really
of
need to
killing
die.
them.
It's like either K's or
Absolutely. So yeah, I wonder if these guys know how they're doing compared to everyone else. I like to not know, so you don't like change your strategy in the middle, I think. But so far these guys are on fire.
Yeah, for me, every time that I've competed, I've always told my battle mod, like, I don't want to know where we're at. I just want to play the game the way that I'm going to play the game no matter what, and hopefully it's good enough to beat the other competitors. So you know, it's always hard to say because every competitor is different. They want to know different things. They want that information. I feel like oh, is that another hatchling?
It looks like another Hachi boy. There you go. That cleared it up. Thanks, Tweak.
No MTV down here again.
Oh, that one had a
There's
gun.
your pistol. Yeah.
Was that a little shrimp
Nice. 2
action?
kills.
Hey, you know what?
Wrong button.
Kippen is down in the little area, engaging something.
Ooh,
Ooh, multiples.
2 things. Nice work, dude. Nice work.
Very clean aim, just on point.
Got Raiders.
Was
down
those
here, I'll
Raiders
look
or
for free
PMCs?
items.
He's saying the Raiders.
Free items.
So unfortunately, they don't count as guard kills because they're just raiders. That is a different class. But still great shooting by him. Really calmly done.
I love
Looking for
this
streamer
so
items?
much. This bringing in extra
RBAM,
backup
if you
armor.
have that
Now,
key
one
as
thing
well
I'm not
for
seeing from
tool,
them is bringing
RBAM,
backup
if you have that key.
visors.
Hang on.
Tool,
There's somebody in the drop down room.
Ooh.
There's somebody in the
We
drop
hear
down
someone
room.
in drop down. Is this a hatchling too, do we think? You have the key? You just go and push the door? Oof. Wrong window,
That's-
Tweak.
Tweak is getting lit up by a shotgun. Oh!
M1A
What
got
is that?
Just a fucking scav just absolutely fucked me, and then M1A guy rolled up.
Oh, the scav shot at him. He pushed back into the room to heal, and the guy pushed out on him.
Oh, Kippin's getting into it right now. Kippin going ahead and dropping one guy. Kippin's not far away from this. He could rotate over and get that PMC. There should be one in the drop down.
The timing on that for Tweak so bad. Kippin with the quick tactical change on the armor here. He's ready to move.
Back. Your alert was over it.
Oh no.
I probably will be able to see it. Let me go back and look.
I have the 2 tags on me, if that helps.
That does. I'll just double check those, if you don't mind.
That's that scav that was shooting.
You.
Oh,
it's now
Kippin.
fucking me too.
Yeah, he got the scav, but of course scavs ruin flanks, so now the guy knows he's coming. He's got a bleed on his stomach, but he's not
Second or
slowing
third,
down here.
quick. Third, yeah.
Third. Yeah.
Using the grenade.
See how he plays this out. Really good call to throw a grenade from the outside.
I like that. That's really, really good map knowledge as well. Sort of knowing which room he thinks he's in. This is why you want to bring a bazillion grenades with you.
Oh! Come on, Kippin.
That's that M1A.
That is an
big
M1A.
M61.
Good job, Kippin!
Oh, yes, dude.
Nice one.
Oh, beautiful. Just saying, nope, I'm going to push you. I have a higher rate of fire. That is the thing about the M1A in a close range situation. Extremely strong. Wait, was that a TX and not an M1?
It might
have been
I'm
mistaken.
It's tough with an alt in those situations because you really can't hear that well.
Really interesting is the disadvantage he was at pushing up the
Come
stairs
on,
with the
MCB,
banister in
stream
his
right,
way.
Toolkit.
And he's got a
Toolset, are
fairly
you
long
serious?
barreled
Bro,
M4
this
here.
sucks.
So that's clipping off
How many kills
off
did you get?
the banister, and his rounds are hitting it as well. So
Okay, that's
ballsy play, dude. Well done.
not bad.
Armor is
Still points.
shredded.
It's free points. Really free points.
Yeah, very, very shredded right now. I think it would be in his best interest to move towards an extract. Did he just get shot at again?
This is medical.
did?
That's that
Scav,
scav yet again. This scav has been the bane
Come
of
here,
their
you asshole.
existence.
Oh my god, dude. It wrecked shotgun scav.
You can't be serious with me.
It'll take him time to search everything, though. You'll have to see it. Of course, still looking on reserve, looking for the set of tools in the MCB.
And that's
And
exactly
any
what you can
streamer
hear.
items they can find.
Yeah, Kippin's just saying, you've got to be kidding me. Where is this item?
Frank.
Meanwhile, we're about to join Face Off here, who are in resort on Shoreline looking to gather some items. And it looks like they're getting in a fight here.
Alright, I'm
Which
pushing
wing
for
is
one of these.
this? This is the east wing, I think. Looks like.
Coming up middle stairs.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go ahead and check in 301 here.
But I think it was just a reflection off the floor.
Jumping back
Last
down.
one.
Looting second floor.
And remember, on this, they are looking for that aluminum splint and the lion statue.
I'm pushing to east.
Yeah, I'll look for this alloy splint.
Yeah,
I
there's
got one.
lots of
You
good
got one?
places that those splints can
Yeah, I got
spawn.
one.
Oh, they already have one as
Alright,
well.
in here.
Looks like Saucy has one.
I need to
Perfect.
turn myself up. Am I quiet or something?
That, or I just need to listen. I'm pushing over with you.
There's definitely someone on the east side. They looted side. They're on the third floor.
And did you go across Skybridge, or did you go outside and round?
I'm on third floor right now. I don't know my path and I can't remember though.
Very interesting here.
So you
like,
go across the opposite wing. Just
I
to
feel like
confirm.
their comms sometimes are a little lacking for each other. Like,
Fine.
I don't know. Do these guys play a lot together? Because I feel like they
My gun was
don't.
ADS, but it's still got the kill.
I'm in admin.
I don't know. I'd be interested in chat telling me that. Of course, you do have the translation problems of an Englishman and a Scotsman playing together, but I don't think that should be. I don't think that should be major. Jokes aside, I think their comms do really well. They're really quite clean and they have a nice strategy. It's sometimes when they get in the mix in a fight a little bit, it breaks down. That's very, very common across all Tarkov players. To keep those comms clean at that point.
We should go back and try and third party those guys fighting Sandstorm, unless they already died, or we go to the gas station.
So now Saucy is a Labs main using, and the Val is Saucy's favorite gun. We've seen Saucy using this gun all day, just absolutely running the 2-gun setup, one for long range, but using this AS Val for the entire competition. And also was the first person, stated that he was the first person to get the Kappa and tracksuit this wipe, and is level 70. Level 70 is nothing to scoff at. That's a big number.
We don't need to now, do we?
What for?
It is. It's one bigger than the number of the 69. So yeah, that's as high as it gets. Do you just reset when you get to level 70? I don't know. You just giga chat out for the rest of the wipe. I'm pretty sure I'll never know, Fluffy. I'm pretty sure I'll never know the answer to that question.
Yeah. Me neither. I don't push for levels, and it's interesting though because we do see a lot of times that Labs mains are the ones that are hitting those high level numbers compared to people that have a tendency to diversify their map selection.
It's where all the loot is. It's where you can get a lot of searching points and XP from picking up gear, and obviously from murdering other players. And raiders are worth a bundle of points. I think if you get the bonus for head tapping them. So yeah, it makes sense that the Labs mains are very, very highly ranked.
Sniper Scav's still up, so.
Sniper Scav has shown his hardcore bullet dodging skills there on Saucy, but he got him in the end.
There's more Scavs down there. There's a bunch of them.
Going ahead and checking for more scavs.
There you go. I'm gonna go and head down on the right side and head.
He's gonna go check bus spawn for scavs. Definitely worth. There's a stash right here beside bus. I would check as well. Just for that off chance that a lion spawns in there. I know it's rare, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean,
points.
that's the stashes. Yeah, stashes are an amazing thing that people that I see overlooked a lot. Oh, going ahead and picking up a scav down here at power. But scat, that is something that I see overlooked a lot in the competition are those stashes. There is a lot of good spawn in them.
We have seen some teams do stash runs essentially with good effect.
We can run that way.
And interesting as well, I think Shifty has give up on the MP9 and is just now using the M1A exclusively. I'll just have a look at his inventory next time I get a chance.
Yeah. Now, and I'm a huge, the M1 is one of my favorite guns in Tarkov. It has always been one of my favorite guns. It in the RSATs, but I feel like they're a lot along the same lines of what they are. But point firing in an M1 is extremely deadly. If you are accurate with your point fire or hip fire with an M1, it's a large round and it will shred people. So if you are confident in your ability, then I have no problem with it.
Yeah, I can do.
Yeah, it's like anything. Hit your shots and make sure you don't get hit. That's just a life lesson in general. But I do like the M1A. I ran it a little bit last week and actually had a blast with it. Sometimes you forget how much fun certain weapons are to use in Tarkov.
Yeah.
M1A is definitely one of those that every time you use it, you're like, well, why don't I use this more?
There are so many guns like that in Tarkov. Oh wait, did he just peek somebody? He peeked somebody running with a blueberry down the right-hand side. Saucy getting into it with him.
Right towards spine, or?
He's dead.
Good shit.
Yes, he is.
Saucy going ahead and picking up that kill.
After he died, but I don't know how those shots were hitting. Did you see that, bro?
I didn't see it. Alright, I'm going back checking gas. I'll go down and check the
He has a friend, he has a boyfriend, he has a boyfriend, he has a boyfriend.
Okay, coming back.
He has a boyfriend? Okay, boyfriend spotted. Looks like trying to find him. Is he a bushwookie? Did he disappear into that tree line?
In the bushes,
I think he did.
He is, yeah. I would potentially there you go. Oh,
what?
Yeah, I just saw you come down. Good shit.
What is he zeroed at?
Right.
I think it's a zeroing issue because he seemed to be hitting a little low, and that guy was able to take the hit and line him up there. He was lucky.
Yeah, he was
What's interesting is-
extremely lucky.
bro. When I get the other one.
Saucy's having to risk the bonus points from the dog tags here. If you'll notice, he doesn't have a dog tag case. He doesn't have room in his kappa, and he doesn't have. There we go. He's just made room. Okay, good. I was a little bit worried he was putting those in a place that he could lose them. So good for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looks like they are going to run out here and hit a
they
couple of
got two on the
stashes
beach,
along
on
the
the
beach.
stash.
Really smart move here. Do you think that they are going to push to see if Sanitar is at pier? Because I did hear them talking about Sanitar a moment ago.
I think so, and not
Four
just that.
tags,
There's a
I think
couple of
four tags
safes
on.
in there that they should hit as well, just on the off chance that there is a lion.
I thought
Definitely,
only put
definitely
three
worth
guys.
trying. I
There's
think at
four
this
tags.
stage.
Mhm.
And if the boat is open, that's an extract opportunity. And if
Sanitar,
not, then
Sanitar,
they can
Sanitar.
just get out of there.
Oh,
Sandy's
Sanitar
there.
is
Okay.
up.
Come on, let's go.
Someone just pushed in the bottom. Yeah, Sanitar is Sanitar, bro. I saw him. He's blue. I don't think we should fuck with that, bro.
No, definitely not running that way.
Yeah, come back. I see you running, bro. Come back. Fuck those guys, man.
Bravery
one
has
point
its
each,
limits,
it's gonna
and you
find
know what?
Yes,
I'm not a fan of
if we
messing
can
with
extract together,
Sanitar and his
it's
boys
more fun
either,
killing them.
as you can hear.
I'm not even coming over that way,
Right.
bro. I'm going back around power station. I'll beat you at the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think killing Sani
Oh, it's
and
fucking
guards
shooting at me
is
from all over there, bro.
big for them. Keep running, dude. There's gonna be a grenade behind you, I bet.
Yep.
I think the
Just-
extract
yeah, just
points are more
balance.
important here.
Yeah, especially because they have zero. They have like Spin said,
Oh,
zero
man,
scabs
man, it's crap.
or
It's
boss
not,
guards
man.
at all. Zero
Still
bosses.
lobbing nades at
Like
me.
picking up and getting into this fight with these
Taking
three
the
is
power,
not
let's just
worth
get
it
out.
at all. It's not
We're,
gonna. It's not gonna
too long
push.
in
It's
front.
not
Just
gonna
have
help
someone
you in
at
any
power.
way. It's just gonna
Bridge
end up
walking
being
right to left.
detrimental if you
Okay.
do.
Might be a scab.
You know what I mean? If you
Yeah,
get into
bridge.
that and get really hurt.
Exactly. I think this is the smart
close to
play.
the
You got to
wall,
be
just getting
pragmatic in a
towards power now.
competition. Can't always run at people.
Two combos are fighting.
I think this is smart.
I mean, we can go push it. I just kind of.
Now I will say I have
No, no,
been
we're
I have
extract.
been
We're
hunting
to extract.
Sanitar. That has been my goal the past
Yeah, let's
do it.
few streams because I want that melee weapon he has.
What is that melee weapon? I haven't even noticed. I got red rebel
Oh
and stopped looking
Oh!
at that.
I didn't.
No, he just
I didn't realize he was
TK'd!
behind me, man.
What? Saucy!
Bro, honestly, I didn't know.
Oh,
man.
you know the
I-
only
I
way
just-
he can make this better is
Yeah,
to
yeah.
scream freedom and lift his kilt at him
I
right
thought you
now.
were
That
crossing on the road,
he
bro. I didn't
F1
realize you were on my
extract.
side, man.
Oh, right in there. Oh,
Brian
life was being-
updated it. Yep.
Yeah, bro,
9
Oh.
Because
TKs.
you were down by the pier, I thought you were
Oh,
going to
Sorry, I didn't
no.
do the fucking kills. Yeah, you said not to cross, so I didn't. I came up.
Oh
Fucking
no,
Hatchling
Kip and Tweak. Let's
And
go ahead and take a
the-
look at these guys. I am
the
heartbroken.
analysis of that, yeah, the breakdown. They'll be asking themselves questions about that for the rest of the competition. But shake it off,
Oh.
guys. Tweak on fire here, murdering scavs on customs. Customs
This is
has
what I've
been
said.
so much fun, dude.
It is, man. Like this is like Customs is that map that is the most all-around, well-rounded map in the game right now. I do not think that there is a
yeah.
better map in the game at the moment.
And you know what? I tend to agree. I actually think. Oh, they're both. It's very obvious what they're doing. They're both splitting up, trying to find Rashala and the boys. They're doing their best to maximize their opportunities of finding him here. One went dorms, one went Alamo. I guess the Tweak might just keep pushing towards gas station now.
Oh, it looks like
Interestingly, the
Kippen
first
is
time
getting
I-
into it with somebody.
He is. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this.
Scabs are
Actually,
being so weird recently.
it's gonna be one of those 3D fights. I love it.
He has a dead body
I
right
think
there.
I'm
He's gonna
gonna
go ahead and
run
grenade
to
out.
Old gas, and then work my way through there. See if I can find people.
Oh, there he is.
Use the
Did he get
grenade.
him?
Yeah,
He
that
got
nade was
him!
booming. Yeah.
Absolutely
If you
baited.
need me, let me know.
I've got 2 dead players in dorms here.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
I'm
say
good.
it. I'm not gonna say it, but that was masterful. Well done, Kip.
Yep,
Nice work
that
with the
was-
grenade.
Yep. Really good work with the grenade. Like to see it. Push that very smartly. Made sure to make the player push him a little bit before throwing that grenade out. Fell perfectly.
Yeah, people know that you're
I've
at
got
an
another
advantage
diary,
if you're the peaker here in Tarkov right now. So everyone wants to push. So use those grenades to your advantage when you think of that mindset. Absolutely great stuff.
Did they already have the diary on this map or not? We'll get
Oh
confirmation.
yeah.
on
Also,
that.
if you're in castle,
I think they
did you
did.
leave
I
already?
believe they found it in one of the raids that they died on, but they had it in their secures.
Oh, yeah, true.
There's the chainlet. Is he gonna pick that up?
Perfect.
Because they're 10 points.
He didn't
Unless
pick
they
it
already
up.
had that
Maybe
also.
they already had it. Yeah.
But if you've gone, don't worry about it. We can like try to get it.
Okay,
on
so chainlet is just confirmed in our ear. Perfect.
Yep. Okay.
The first time I ever played or experienced Kippen Bro was when we ran into each other on customs and he murdered my squad, which was a wonderful experience. So I know just how much he loves running around on this map and breaking his legs. No, he's
warehouse. Yeah.
just hitting all these safes right now. It looks like.
Come on, save.
So they are looking for the streamer items. Both map items already confirmed, and it looks like, yeah, Tweak is checking these little dark.
Very quickly there.
Oh my word!
Tweak found a two-man, picking up one, going ahead and snapping to the other one. That was so close.
Oh my God! Let's go.
This is a
Heal it up, Tweak. Heal it up. Get safe. That was scary.
5 PMCs this raid, it looks like.
This is.
What did I say about checking those dark holes, man?
Oh, kip it.
Push him, get close, he's gonna reload.
Oh, I got him! Oh my God, I'm holy
Great shooting from both the guys there.
One more. If that's 6, possibly they need one more.
The,
this is the map. I have said time and time again. If you want 7 PMCs in one raid, customs is the map to go
I gotta
to.
put 4 fucking limbs back on first, though.
So Tweak's over there doing arts and crafts with his limbs. It looks like
there's a bunch of people fighting by like the train tracks too.
A little bit damaged as well, but he's moving.
Oh, Kippen's got another one in his sights right now. Go ahead and get it.
Okay,
look at it.
Did you get it?
You have how many?
There's still more.
I've just killed another guy. There's way more here.
Okay, this could be our 7.
Come on, Kip. Let's go.
Come on, Kip.
Them.
Do they have to be confirmed, Dunk?
They don't have to be confirmed. You don't have to have the tag for it to count, no.
Kill is a kill? Okay, good.
Kill's a kill. Yeah.
Good work by both the guys there. That was clutch. That was 4 kills in like a 45-second period. And still more.
This guy's
still
over there.
Someone else.
Still listening in, yeah. I love this Kippen having all of these extra propitals and everything in his Kappa container.
Do the drugs, kids. Do the drugs.
And Tarkov.
In Tarkov, yeah.
Oh! Is that him?
Oh, just so casual.
Was he just sitting there?
That poor guy was so scared.
I just killed another guy.
He was so scared.
No, you just did that guy dirty, Kippen. You didn't kill him. You
Big
did him
slapper.
dirty, and you spit on his family's name is what you just did to that poor person.
That poor guy is going back to Call of Duty.
Check marks across on
here.
that. 7 PMCs in a raid, Jeepo. Wow.
Big.
That could be
big
him with the
raid,
suppressed,
and
whatever
in
the
a
hell.
really nice way. Those weren't like easy kills. That last one notwithstanding. Those were movement, ambushes, like reloads.
I don't know how many
drugs,
kills I have
everything.
this
That was
raid, but
really,
it's
really
a lot.
good work. Go get those dog
Kippen.
tags. Kip, let's go.
Kippen. I don't know how many kills I have, but it's
Scav. Oh, he has a fucking rig, the one we need.
But
What?
it's not
The one
for
we
this
need for
map,
what?
Tweak.
On woods? Oh, no.
Oh no!
Give me goggles. Also, put me.
Gotta get those goggles and look good.
Oh, we're like go.
No.
How's
no,
a hell of a
Preppy.
big raid for these
Look at
guys?
chat. Look
I
at
have
chat.
5
Look what Preppy
PMCs
just
this
added.
raid, I think.
Okay, so we got our 7 then.
Okay, let's go. We're out.
Alright, cool. Alright, I'm gonna turn on power and go to compound.
Oh no!
Just make sure that I've killed all of
Preppy.
them.
Big D killed Ans.
Did I just accidentally drop one of them?
Starting to feel the pressure. Pressure's ramping up in the last hour here, nearly. What did you just do, kid?
Yeah, did I accidentally drop one of them?
Oh
You
no,
dropped the
no.
dog
Kippen.
tag.
Kippen, it's gone. It's in the
I think
grass.
I may have just accidentally dropped the tag. Shit.
I hope those 2 points aren't
In the
important.
grass.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did actually. I did accidentally drop one of the tags.
Does
it matter?
It's.
I picked
Kippen,
it up already. I don't know if it matters.
Tag
But-
will
Does
just
Does he have
give
max
you
search?
2
Because if he has
points. It
max
won't-
search, he'll
it
get the
doesn't
white
matter for
little
you killing
dot.
7 PMCs. If you got the kill on
Yeah, I
in
think
the
that's
raid
what he's
screen, it
looking
counts.
for. But this is the definition of
Oh, this is annoying.
needle in a haystack.
I know I
or a
had it
dog
and I
tag on a
accidentally,
hill. Be very. I'd like him to find it, but I'd be very surprised.
He's killing some. Okay, it's not
whatever.
worth it,
Crates are
Kippen.
upstairs,
It's not
right?
worth
Yeah,
it.
they are.
busy.
Are you
I'm
back there?
looking
I'm coming
for my
now.
dog
I'm
tag.
here now.
Just like,
Right,
Let's
that's
go up
7
here.
minutes, and then you get 10 points if you guys extract here.
Oh yeah, extracting together.
Yeah, you can
there-
hear the voice of reason.
They haven't done
and
that
sense.
once.
And 9 minutes left in the
They
tournament.
are leaders,
God.
and they haven't extracted together once.
should
that
be
they,
7
they
kills.
literally
and,
forgot
10
about it,
points for
Cheapo. They
extract
forgot that
plus-
was a thing.
Scav somewhere.
Per dunk, you can hear her voice. She's like, please, at least one time extract together, guys. Come on.
Yeah, so Lupo beans
Let's
and what
go.
was it? The one, the other food. Oh, 40-second tea. Yeah.
Yep.
You can tell
Yeah,
Kippen's
there's
a
one
real
food box
gamer
upstairs and
too,
there's one
because he has a
downstairs,
wireless
right, Quick, I think?
mouse, and instead of taking his hand
I just
off
took
of
the
the
three
mouse
upstairs.
to scratch
I'm
his
gonna go down.
nose, he lifted the entire mouse with his hand to scratch
Extra
his
kills
nose.
count. Oh yeah,
the,
for
the
sure.
mouse is a
Sure.
part of him.
I'm in here now.
Oh okay.
Check
Yeah, where's
this.
the crate
Love
in
it.
here?
You love
Right
to
here?
see it.
Should be food, or is it
Oh,
medical? No, it's
yeah.
medical. Fuck, it's medical.
Oh, pen. Okay. I'm gonna go open the extract. Oh, let's check the middle in here.
Pippin
Actually,
is
There could
still
be,
bleeding
food
and
in
does
here.
not give any F's about it. He's just like,
This is
yeah,
not
it's
a
okay.
healing
It's free
stream.
health,
Check the duffel
health
bag,
skill.
you
It's
never know.
fine. Not a healing stream.
I believe Mags is the one who has
Nope, can't.
stated that
Let's go.
multiple times that this is no healing stream. We
And
are
that was
here
a
to
that's
murder.
Yeah.
7 minutes right there.
Yeah.
No
It's
shot.
a little over.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so good.
7-minute raid? Are you
I
kidding
wasn't
me?
able to follow all of it because you guys were killing
Wait.
at the same time, so you have to leave those screens up for me.
Thanks for the
Don't say
reminder.
please,
Okay.
Tweak. Don't skip it. I need to see
Mats,
it.
do we already got that one?
Guys,
Already
go
got
give
that one.
Tweak a follow right now so his alert pops up when she's trying to comment. It'd be great.
Let's go, Tweak. That was a big one.
What
7
a
kills as
raid.
well, yeah?
Some
You got
man in
2?
chat
3?
I
stating,
got 3.
3. And
stating
I've got
he is
5.
a Norwegian
We got
model
8.
3000 gaming robot. Yes,
Yeah, I
those are
got
very
5.
true words by some man.
5 and 3. Even I can cut
Oh
that.
my
4
gosh.
confirmed, 1 unconfirmed, and 3 scavs.
Got it.
Huge.
Okay.
Big cock.
Yep, that one tag's gone to the ether, Jeepo. It's just out there forever.
Definitely above average.
Huge raid. I want to see how many points they get for this raid. That's 25 points for the PMC, 7 PMCs in a raid, and all the individual points and the items. Huge. Look at that score.
And-
Now they're
And
opening up
let's get a
some
big
room.
let's get a big round of applause for Tweak and Kippen for finally extracting together after 7 or 8 raids or whatever it was. So round of applause in chat. We are very happy for those guys.
Did that black?
And a shout out to Dunk for not crying that was the first time they managed to do that. So fair play to her. Here we are joining Face Off Esports. They have to shake off the team kill from that raid on Shoreline. Another running reserve here. Of course, they are still looking for the
Wait, can you search this?
set of tools and MCB on reserve. I had to just double check there. But it looks like they've got the Lupo beans already, which is nice. So put those in the container, secure those 10 points.
Mhm.
And the MCB in the
Yep.
container as well. Huge.
Very big, very big. Great pickups.
Oh, you see what they're doing here. So what they're doing, for those of you who don't know, is they are giving each other the items and searching it so that they get searching points, which means they can leave this raid at the no backpack extract right now and not get a run through. It's a
Mhm.
quick way
Very
of getting out
smart.
of reserve and into the next raid. Very big.
Is that you
Oh.
firing?
Oh
No, we're getting shot at.
Oh,
no!
please.
Where from?
Oh, did
He
get
got out.
That's all.
Oh.
Oh no!
Don't they, bro?
But that
Oh,
leaves
no.
Shifty in by
I
himself.
would not extract there.
No, I'm not.
If you
I
can.
would not extract
if you
there.
can.
No true words spoken.
Because he just saw me disappear.
Where did that come from? Did that come
It's
from?
got to be
Yeah,
dome.
died there, bro, man. I'll check
Gotta
it.
be,
Yeah,
right?
it's gone in 61.
But I don't think
Yeah,
it.
it's
I don't think it's in the top of dome. I think it's in the window. From the
The
way that
window's
those
the
hits were
play here,
coming
by
in.
the way.
I got
The window's the
multiple beans
play.
and sprats there, Mr. Modman.
I was kind of worried it was off to his left a little bit. I couldn't really hear.
My
Let's
best
see
bet
what
is to
what do you
just
do in this
go and lie
position.
down, see if I can get
Oh,
out.
you know where he might be,
Yeah, under the
Jeepo?
truck.
By the 50 cal.
But keep your, try and keep
The
your
LNG?
Yeah.
Keep your
He got me.
Oh!
Shot me straight in the head.
Shoot!
Oh,
rep, bro.
he committed. He had no choice. He felt he had
He
no choice. He had to commit.
Did he jump
Did he
into the
have the
headshot?
items? He jumped into that shot. Good shot by the guy on a moving target. Great shooting. Smoke yet again. Fluffy, what are your thoughts?
Oh
I
man,
think
it is painful. Like in that situation, though, it is very painful. But on the other hand, it is like you're losing the 10 points. You both were very close to extraction, but you did get some streamer items. You can't let that affect you. You just got to go ahead and get geared up and say, let's get into the next raid as fast as possible.
yeah, absolutely. At this point, once the guide is done or out of play, then it's just as many raids as you can get. The smart move they were doing was trying to leave this raid so they could get into the next one. He left the raid, not in an ideal way, but he left the raid. So now it's on to the next one. Again, I'm going to raise that. I think Smoke's bringing smoke. It's not seen much in Tarkov, but that just might give you the edge on an extract like that.
Yeah,
Could have been,
because
could have been
especially with
worth
how
it.
much time, how much time he waited, that smoke would have filled up that entire area and given him the opportunity to maybe extract, or at least it would have given him the time to get under the truck to extract.
Absolutely.
All right, we're
Here
gonna
we
go
are
ahead and
joining
look
King
here.
Kebab. Yeah, and I do believe Ian's is having a few internet problems, guys. So apologies
to
if you
get
do
the
see a little bit of
boss, maybe, just
stuttering
wait
on his
and
side.
then
But hopefully
down.
it's not too bad. It looks good over there for Big D. So we'll pay attention to these guys, give them some love.
Cost. no,
Do go
cost-
give them follows. They are putting on a good show
cost
tonight
you
as
need a
well. In
chainless,
second
right,
place
and,
currently,
hotel?
Fluffy.
They are in second place. Now this is one of the things we've talked about over and over again, and this is something we see a lot of on customs with duos, is them just splitting to opposite sides of this
I'm
map.
gonna go into the big ass construction GL.
Hey, and look at that, Jeepo. Rutsack coming in with the raid after murdering two of our competitors today. Rutsack, thank you so much for that raid. How are you? I hope you were doing well.
Absolutely. Rutsack responsible for destroying these two guys' tournament, ruining the guide. Welcome, dude. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. He said, I'm sorry. That makes it all okay. That makes it all okay, dude. It's a risky take in
GG's.
Tarkov, right?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
great,
build on
great fight by you guys
I'm
in
going
that
to the
situation.
gold
Was
gap.
really good. But yeah, these guys splitting up like this is the, of all of the maps to split up, and I know that I said I'm not a huge fan of splitting up, but of all of the maps to split up on, I do have to say I think this is the one that I'm like, no, it's okay to split up on.
I actually kind of agree. I think so. And look what happened on the Tweak and Kipman raid. They split up and they murdered the map. So it definitely, I'm a big advocate of staying together in your team, but I guess on certain maps that's less important, and this would be the one for me as well.
Well, and if you think about it, Jeepo, this is the map, like, especially if you're an very experienced player, this is the map that I think that most of the Tarkov community has the most experience on. This is one of the very first maps. This is one of the like, even with all of the expansions, this is the map that everybody kind of has learned and knows through and through, especially because there's so many tasks here, and then you just kind of live on this map for a long time.
Yeah, and I was one of those guys that I really did not like customs. I had bad experiences on it as a baby, getting beaten and in those choke points, the famous choke points in old customs. But now that they've expanded the map, I really love coming here. I think it's just a great place for fighting. Looks like Big D is getting into it here over by gas station. Is this a scav, a raider, or a player? I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it's one of the Zavosky's over here. If maybe this is Scav Boss. If they can start picking, maybe chunking out that, they could just flip-flop between Customs Reserve and try to get that 25 bonus points. Looks like Ains
meanwhile,
just picked up
Ains
3
is-
PMCs.
Just murders though.
Was that Rashala?
Oh, I think that's Rashala. All kicking off here for Team
Grenade!
Kebab.
Oh! How is he alive?
Alaikum salam, lads.
I think that's what he said. Let's go, guys. Good nade, good nade, good nade.
He's like, oh, you want to throw a grenade at me? Here, I'm going to throw it back at you. Take that. Oh, getting shot at from on the other side of that Mez
Top
P
man
van.
just tried to kill you. Get him, Big D. Get him.
Oh, right there.
He's behind him. There's one behind as well. Oh, great kill.
What are these raiders, man?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hope he has an
The
ETG.
Vasquez are
That would
not-
be the appropriate time, I
Charlotte,
think.
one guy.
Pop that Propital,
Any players
anything.
we
These
kill?
Zavosky's are not people that you want to mess with. They are the they are like one step below raiders, if not equal to a raider. They are scary.
That was nuts.
Bro, what are these raiders, man?
Is
I
it boss
don't
or
like
what?
this.
Yeah.
I don't like this this spot to heal. I think it's very exposed. It's very dangerous, but he feels safe in it.
I feel a bit naked just watching him here. Like, and I do have clothes on, Fluffy. Believe me. It's just that's not a place I feel comfortable sitting healing. I'm with you on this. It's not.
No.
Doesn't make me feel good.
No, not at all, Jeepo. And we're being told that they had 7 guard/boss kills going into this. So picking up these extra ones is going to put them even closer to that 25 bonus points.
It is, and not just that. I think it looks like Big D's having to make some choices here. He does have ammo issues. He only brought 4 mags with him. 4 is the minimum I bring with me on a raid now. I like to hold that trigger finger down on these M4s and HKs. So he's gonna have to make a decision here. Does he maybe try and pick up another weapon? Does he go for extract? Does he just hope he's not gonna get the click at the wrong time?
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, yeah. Now, Jeepo, something that I've been trying to tell people, and I keep explaining to people,
I found chain, look.
40-round mags, man. 40-round mags are the meta. Stop using the 60-rounders.
Well, you know why I don't use the 40s and why I use the 60s? Because by my rudimentary count, 60 is bigger than 40, and therefore it's better.
I have
I'll be
Rashala,
very
but
honest,
I don't
that's
know where
still
the guard is.
why I
Only
do
one
it.
guard.
Oh, an
But
MDR.
think
Nice fight
Oh,
under
picking up an
Shala.
MDR, very nice. Now, but yes,
Did I blow
60
up the
is
one?
bigger than 40, but when it comes to the ergo hit and the reload times, all
Oh,
those
shit.
numbers are also bigger. Like
forgot
you
it
know,
was
you
the
got to
stream
think
right
about
now.
all the bigger numbers.
Yeah, but my logic is, by the time I've thrown 60 rounds at you, if you're not dead, I'm already in trouble, and I can probably reload in peace if you are, is kind of my logic. I have a very bad habit, though, drilled into me over years, of reloading my 60-round magazine when I fire one shot from it.
What side?
And it gets me killed more times than I care to admit. So it doesn't matter what magazines I bring with me, honestly.
Yeah. You're that guy. You have an LMG with 150 rounds. You fired 2 bullets, and you're like, time to reload. I still have
Yeah, I'll take the
148
19
bullets.
second reload on that drum. I can't help it.
There's a player,
And
bro.
I gotta repack the mags as well.
Oh, you buy a wall?
I'm by ice. He's running away. Oh, dorms.
Where? That's not
Good
so
comps
a
here.
little
They
bit of
are. They
communication
hacked out.
background
Oh,
there,
go ahead and coming around that corner, lighting somebody up. Beautiful.
By gas
Good
station,
work.
you guess. By the wall.
Is this a scout?
There you go. A little bit of a breakdown in communications, but
Ace
they've got
is
it sorted.
pushy.
They scored that
Where are
away.
you? Don't kill me, please. Where are you?
As a player.
I'm by ice cream shop. I don't. Dorms.
Please.
Their comms are
can you
breaking
tell me
down
where you are?
here. It is funny though, chat, because in the round previous, I think Ian's did get team killed by Big D. So don't kill me, please, is a genuine plea, a genuine cry. Don't do
We
this
did it on
again.
both, we said, not custom.
Damn.
and that's one thing that as somebody who I've never competed in the duos, but and you just recently did, so I do want to kind of field this question to you. When you either kill or you are killed by a teammate, do you find that maybe you are more hesitant into fights if the comms aren't, like, if you're not quite sure? Do you think that there's a hesitation there, and do you think that's a big detriment having one of those TKs happen to you?
I'm lucky in that I've never team killed in a competition. Sometimes just during my usual squad play, if you get a particularly nasty, egregious team kill, then yes, it can affect you for the rest of the night. I think in a competition, you just gotta mentally break away from that, shake it off.
Where is he?
Otherwise, it will ruin your competition.
I don't know where he is.
Like, you cannot afford to hesitate in Tarkov.
Yeah, and
that's why the team
that's
kills
one thing
happen
that
in the first place.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I worry about a lot of times, especially when we see the TKs happen. We've seen 2 of them today. Like, how does that affect the team, you know, just mentally? And you know, it's one of those situations where it's like, what teams do you think can actually overcome that? Or is it the more seasoned vets that have played together a lot and maybe they just made a simple mistake and it's like, okay, we can overcome this?
Wait, I'm gonna loot these
or
boxes.
is it just by better communication?
Maybe I can find Mayo.
Yeah, I think communication is the key to everything in this, honestly. Anytime we've seen team kills here, it's because the comms are broken down. They lose track of where their teammate is, even for a half second.
I'm coming like all the way around.
That's the key, and that's why I often say duos or squad play is
stay alive.
the more difficult in some respects than solo play. In some respects.
Where are you?
Now, taking a look in here, we have Kippen and Tweak on the bottom running Interchange as their secondary map as of this moment. How do you feel about this choice?
I killed one.
Interesting. Have they got all the kills on the guards? I just need to get that confirmed because the only one they can get here is Killer. But then Interchange is a fast-moving map. You can get in and out of this pretty quick.
Yeah, we got a lot of action happening right now. Yeah, we've got Tweak killing scavs over here at Power, but then we also up on the top, looks like we have Ainge just going ahead and murdering 2 players on the other side of this wall.
Yeah, big plays.
This is you as well. You pick it up so you have it as well.
They're up to 6, we think, on this map right now, chat. So one more gets that 7 ticked for them, which would be a huge 25 points right now.
Thank God they can't.
Yeah, 25-point swing for this. Yeah, like this is a weird point. I don't think extracting is the smart call here, because the 25-point swing for them puts them even closer to Kippen and Tweak.
Killed, whatever I found, I killed.
Twice they've been on 6 kills now and extracted. I think the smart play is stay in.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You get that the first time it was super early in the game, in the competition, so you could afford to leave. 6 kills. 1 kill for 25 points. How much time do you commit to it? Maybe put like a 5-minute timer on it. Run to the other extract. See if you run into someone. It's a risk, but it's not a massive one. I think it's worth it. Tweak casually finding graphics cards.
Oh, that's Ains had 5. They hit it.
Let's go.
5 PMCs with Doctics.
Hell
that
yeah.
is huge. That is going to be a big swing in points. They are going to complete that subtask for 25 kills. Man, Jeepo, this is going to be close.
Was it 15, right?
Yeah, these guys are catching up. Kip and Tweaking, who pulled away mid competition.
No tips.
That's huge.
This is one of those things, Jeepo, we talked about early. Getting those team extracts is so important, but Kippen and Tweak are saying, you know what? We're just going to brute force PMC kills to take the lead.
Yeah.
So far, it's been working. 34 PMC kills. I know solos and duos that don't get 34 PMC kills in a weekend or a week, so they're getting after it here.
I don't really want to.
Look how many
14 items
PvE
found,
kills.
only 1 extra.
Yeah, like if you're going to another stream and you're
like
oh,
they've
this
had
guy's here, this guy's there, this
43
guy's doing this or
PvE
whatever.
kills
Like,
also.
metagaming, you can't do that. But if you're just giving me like tips, you
That's
can,
huge.
You know,
We'll
like,
certainly
you
have
can
a
do
look
this in your
against the
raid or
rest
whatever,
of
like, that's
the
fine.
competitions last weekend as well and see where they sit in these stats. But these guys are on track here to break a few records if they can keep this momentum going.
Yeah, metagaming is cringe as fuck. And you probably will just get banned if you do it. But, you know. Everything else is fine.
Very true, Tweak. Very true. Don't go metagaming in their chats. Go say hello. Give them a follow. Show them some love. Looks like Kippen is lighting up maybe a scab over there. Kippen's leg is blacked and he's jumping on it.
Dude, I'm just checking in here. His chainlet.
Sadistic.
Whiskey.
Sadistic.
And he's running on
whiskey. I'm disappointed in Tweak that an Irishman leaves the whiskey sitting behind him. I'm quite upset by that.
Streamer items. I'm coming to house.
So as you saw, they're going in there. They're checking for streamer items. I think did they find the lion here? Sorry, the horse shit on interchange. I wonder.
Still an extra
Need a
point.
confirmation of that. But good spot to find streamer items in that killer extract as well. Looks like Tweak is on the way back here.
Just making sure.
Yep, they're gonna. Looks like they're gonna get out.
There's like another item here that I can't see. Maybe you can see it on the couch.
Carpet, maybe?
Oh, it's another
That's
Veritas
6
pick.
kill raid, dude.
You can close. I
Yeah,
guess.
so they just finished with 8 on their previous raid. They picked up another 6 on this raid. You know, something I'm curious, and maybe we can get this statistic. What is their average PMC kill per raid right now? I mean, we could just do the math. They've done, yeah. Oh yeah, we've got that. We've got that. It's 3.78, chat. It's right there on the screen for us. That's amazing. Look at that. I'm just bringing it to your attention to show you all of the amazing stats.
Out of this one.
Yeah, we've got all of these amazing stats right here below each one of our competitors. I just wanted to bring that to your attention in a very unique fashion.
On the road.
Did I do a good job about talking my way out of that one?
I think you did all right. You did all right.
All right.
Where he's gone.
But that is a huge number, 3.78 PMCs per raid.
And here we are now with Face Off, and so Face Off Esports, they started so strong. They've had a little bit of bad luck. They had that team kill as well. They've had some unfortunate incidents through this competition, but they've been doing really, really well at the start. They're still killing players. They're killing scavs. But you can see their PMC per raid is much, much lower here, and they haven't found as many items. They have extracted more times than the leaders, though, which is something for sure.
I want to point out, though, look at the scores. Oh, going ahead and getting into it with a PMC over there in... But, just dropping that PMC there. But look at our scores. Team Kebab is 33 points behind Kip and Tweak now.
Your tag.
They're chasing you.
Of grenades.
So the customs raid that we just saw, by the way, for Team Kebab, where they got the 25 points for the 7 PMC kills, that was a 75-point raid, Bunny. That is the highest of all the raids we've seen in the EU duo so far this year.
Phew.
That's
These
insane.
guys are competing. It's a 100-point round, 75 without the bonus point. That is huge. You talk about closing a gap extremely fast, and man, but Kippen and Tweak just jumped out ahead even more. There we go. You can see Shifty happy. They are getting that team extract. Big points there. Those every one of those 10 points for team extracts is very good. Picking up 3 PMCs also. Let's go ahead and come over here.
Where are we going to, Fluffy? You can say it. I believe in you.
Bugobinen. There
you go.
No, I can't.
The Germans in chat are very upset at you, but it's okay.
They are. They're so
trying.
mad at me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I will take the German class, all right?
Yeah, so they're running on customs here, and of course on customs, we are looking for a diary and a chainlet. Looks like we have a diary in RS Q's Kappa container and a couple of dog tags as well. So this is already a strong round. And we have a diary on the left as well, so only one of these need count. But we got 2 diaries, so we're definitely good there. More dog tags. Excellent work.
It's always good for the score boost, getting all of those dog tags, picking up that diary. They have a good survival rate. They're through 8 raids with 50% survival rate. You know, we definitely you want to have 100%, of course, but being over 50% is not too bad for the competition, especially with the way the aggressive play styles of all of our competitors today.
Yeah, it's been impressive. There's just been. I don't think anybody's been just holding W. It's not that type of competition.
Oh shit.
But these people are aggressive and they're moving. And there's the grenade launcher. The 40 mil is up. Do you go for that and hope that that's a player? I think you do.
Ich lauf links rum gerade.
So he's saying he's going to push to the left here of the bus stop, I think he said. My German's very rusty.
Ich lauf gleich durch den blauen Container.
Ja, ich bin Busch.
I mean, your German is better than mine, so let's be honest.
Ich dachte, zwischen uns wäre einer. Okay. Hier drunter ist noch ein Hidden Stash, den nehmen wir mit.
It looks like they're going to team up and try to push this together. I like this.
On your way to dorms, or were they scouts?
4 players.
It was, there were scavs.
Oh.
Now I know what you mean.
Scavs, yeah. So worth checking for sure. Chasing down that PMC kill if he's on the grenade launcher. It's still worth taking the head off the scav. It's a point. Better than no point. But yeah, not a PMC, unfortunately.
As Hotel said, 2 diaries and make a dairy. Yes,
There
that's
you
very
go.
true.
Push hoch.
Go ahead and pushing up top here. Oh!
Oh!
Ich komm
What
hoch
a
bei dir.
flick!
Ja, ja.
Holy.
Oh, there's another one!
Das sind zwei, ich musste wieder runter.
Hey, oben noch einer.
Get him, Jimmy! Get him, Jimmy!
Das sind zwei, ich musste wieder runter. Uiuiui.
There's 5. That's 2. There's 2 left. He thinks there's 2 left. I can speak German.
Der liegt hier, ich höre ihn liegen.
Ich hoffe.
Oh, grenade. Where'd that go?
Sounds like it was, yeah, a little bit below. Drainy's getting into it. Finds him over there. Going to do the ring around the rosy here. Oh,
Good
beautiful
kill.
point.
Nice
Oh, my God.
work.
Oh, another one. And there it is.
Ooh, let's
Ich hab
go.
beide.
Nice.
Let's go. Get some hype in chat. That was beautiful. Well done.
Avenged, dude. Is that up to 6 and 7
okay,
PMC
okay.
kills now? Do you commit for the? Do you commit for the 7? If not, I think you do. I think you gotta. Holy hell! Could we just talk about both these guys with those insane flick shots? That
Guck, ob
180
hier
flick
vorne
from
Roadblocking
Ares.
offen ist hinter Intel. Wenn nicht, nade ich mich.
He doesn't know
Yeah,
where the
that-
dog tag is. Drimmy doesn't know. He's missing a dog tag here.
I mean, honestly, in this situation, you're pushing for the 25. It's not obviously not worth it to try to stick around for that dog tag. But man, push, try to get that last kill. What an absolute! I just have to say that flick by Ares.
Diary, correct?
That was
Yep.
wow.
Yeah, that man. He did everything right. Both players did everything right. He was behind him. Ares was clearing his most likely area of confrontation, which is his front, and he just flicked on him so
aber noch ein
well.
Scav, der
Guy got
vorstand.
schooled. Ouch.
Es müssten,
Ouch.
Oh, he's
it
gonna-
should be 7 PM.
That means gonna go ahead and get out. Oh man. Let's
Great
see.
stuff. Let's see if we can get a count here.
Yeah, Jeepo. I'm excited to
beide
see.
oben
Let's
hingelegt, ne?
see what we got here.
Ja,
Come
ja.
on.
Ich dachte erst,
Hit that check mark.
Ja, kam ich
Wo
auch.
ich Zip gehört habe. Der andere hat
See
aber-
if it gets
I would
updated.
love to see a 7
Ich hab drei
PMC raid.
PMCs.
So that's 3.
3.
How many did Ares have? We'll
Jetzt
get a
halt die
confirmation
Frage,
on that
Essen,
for you soon,
trinken
chat.
Und dann, also beim besten Willen, ne, auch wenn es eigentlich nicht so
Crazy
geil
raid
ist.
though. Great shooting.
Putz
What a
oder
way to
Inter.
clear Alamo.
Yeah.
Wo willst du hin?
Very
Putz?
impressive.
That is yeah, that is some of the best and just clinical ways of how you want to approach Alamo. If you're in chat and you are having a hard time learning to push and learning to clear, that was the way to do it. The movement, repositioning, going up different routes, that is about map knowledge also. Going ahead and turning it in with Face-Off Esports, getting into it with somebody up top over here on Interchange.
Yeah,
Looks like Saucy is dead, maybe? Or his screen's just black?
They're extremely good, by the way. One unconfirmed.
Saucy is dead, one unconfirmed. It's up to Shifty to go ahead and try to pick up a couple more points here. We are being told, though, that they did get that the previous team did get their 8 kills.
They did. Wow. Great work from them. And I Shifty in here looking for the vengeance. Oof.
He's just being pelted right now.
That guy's got to reload at some point, right?
Yeah.
My worry is he's keeping you in a static, pinned-in position. If he's got a teammate, he's going to maneuver on you here. So you do need to be careful.
Yeah, there's a reason that he is firing on you to keep you in that position. It is not because he thinks he's going to get a hit on you more than likely. It is because he is trying to suppress you so his teammate can push you. Good spot on him. Go ahead and get those shots.
It sounds like he's getting pushed, though.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought he went down because of that movement, but really good. Trying to reposition, find him right now.
Is that a tough spot to fight your way out of here?
Oh, no!
He didn't
Shifty
commit.
goes
He took his finger
down.
off the trigger.
I think I got one. If I didn't, I'd be
Jiggle
really
peek.
such-
The little jiggle
Oh.
peek.
Yeah, I got one unconfirmed.
That is
One,
so
two,
unfortunate.
three.
It's one of those things that we have, like I
unlucky,
say
man.
time and
Unlucky,
time
bro.
again, and it's something that I personally have to
I
work on a
can
lot.
get there,
Also,
man, but the,
is
I got
like
one
letting go
tap from
of
the
that
guys up
trigger.
top.
Do not stop
Yeah.
firing until you have
Okay.
confirmed that they are dead.
Oh, sorry, man.
Wow.
I fucked up. I would have killed him, but I didn't
So
have.
Kip and Tweak back on customs again, where they had that monster raid
I made a boo.
just a little
Look
minute
at-
ago.
Look at that check mark, Jeepo.
Oh, 15 boss guard kills. Let's go. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Look at that score.
my God,
451 now.
fucking
They are
hello?
pulling away.
Wow, with still 40 minutes left in this, they have 451.
Haven't
Every
given up
time
yet?
somebody
Question
gets
mark?
close to
Lol,
them,
lol,
they
lol.
just push out further and further away. And they have now
These pussies
survived
give
2
up.
extracts together. Man, like
Living the dream, Fluffy.
imagine though, realistically think about it right now. If they hadn't
out how to
had
get that
those
jump.
bad runs with where one of them died at 10 raids with the 20, like with those points, how far ahead they would even be. They would be blowing out our records right now.
They still have time to do that. It looks like Tweak has a pest mask right now. So that's another 10 points. They might be moving to extract together. Another 10 points if they can make it there.
Every time, but I don't know.
Yeah,
This
I
is
mean,
a,
we
this
still
is a
have 40
very
minutes.
impressive score.
Alright, we'll play
And yeah, that's enough for, let's say, 2 raids conservatively. 40 minutes, 20-minute raid. That should be enough.
Let's go, baby.
They're now leaving. So yeah, I think we could be watching something
GG's.
big here.
GG.
I mean, here's the thing too. Like I want to point out, Jeepo, the highest EU team right now with points is Bilbo and Epsi with 494. Kippen and Tweaker at 451 with 40 minutes left.
I think it's doable. And points about to come in from that round just now. I think that record goes tonight. I think so. I don't want to jinx them.
Do you think if they keep on pace with what they're doing right now, they're going to beat our highest score at over this entire season for NA also? I believe it was
wanna
5.
say yes.
584, I believe, is what it was. Something
They
along those
need-
lines. We'll get clarification from the battle mods.
They
Ah,
need
das ist
2
lustig, das
monster
Camp, ne?
raids, and we need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
see how many points they just got out of that one. So once the scoreboard updates,
Was?
it's possible.
Für
They have a good shot at it. Let's put it like that. 584. Thank you, Brian and Garland.
Dann Neues.
Yep.
Wo bist du? Rechtsmetall, ne?
Appreciate that.
Toll.
And Zupa, thank you coming in with that sub. We appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the evasion team
Das
over
heißt,
here.
Scavs killen eigentlich, ne?
Hi, super.
Die sind das, was uns am Ende Security Rate bringt.
Yeah, Jeepa, we
8 and
like
9,
we
55 and 56 points.
points for those raids. They have put up 2 extremely big raids.
That is, it's just impressive. There's no other word for it. They're in their groove now.
Mm-hmm.
And so here we are on Woods with these guys, and of course on Woods we are looking for my sheet. There it is, sugar and a security rig as well. That's why they're checking this FOB. Get sugar in here fairly common.
Yeah.
Ja, da habe ich alles durch.
Yeah,
Dann
this
Abmarsch.
is a great place to try to find sugar. If you are looking for sugar to maybe make moonshines or anything like that, and you're okay with running in woods, this is a great place to go ahead and try to grab some.
Woher kennt man eigentlich die Invasion?
Absolutely. And
Noch nie
Snake
gehört.
coming in there with the
Kippenbro,
raid. Thank you, dude. I
Robben,
hope you had a nice
Ace.
stream. Appreciate
Das
that.
sind Leute aus
Welcome
dem Team.
everybody to Evasion. We have just over half an hour left here in the final of the opening rounds of EU Duos.
Willst du fighten? Weiß nicht, ob die ganz oben drauf sind.
Die Soundtime müssen mitten auf der Wiese, mitten auf der Wiese vor uns
Look
sein,
at that, like Kippen and Tweak coming out of their raid
eigentlich.
tent
Links eine Mosin und ein
478
SVD. Oder
with
auch so.
I like
Round
35. I'm blown away because realistically, if they did end up putting up 2 more raids with the kind of raids that they've put up back to back,
Die Mosinwald weiter links.
they could break they could be right there at
Oh,
breaking the
shit.
record. They just have to keep on pace with what they're doing.
Wir müssen gleich nochmal ein Stück zurück. Ja, da oben.
They
das rote
need
Fleck neben dir.
50
Oder ist das ein
point
Holzstück?
plus raids, and their last 2 rounds were 50 plus
Mit
point
bei dir.
raids.
Mm-hmm.
Links unten im Lager wird geschossen, Sawmill.
What do you think about this choice of Drimmy and Airskew's here going to woods?
Gnade mal, nicht wundern.
It's bold. It's tough to find players. You can get a lot of scav kills on Woods though, if you're in this area where they are right now.
Hab ihn. Noch einer links neben mir.
Ooh.
Aufgestanden.
Oh,
Hab
left.
ich auch.
Picking up 2 maybe? Good
That's 2. Got him as
stuff.
well. Got him also, yeah.
Hier liegen mehrere Leichen. Sind 3, 4, 5 Leichen.
Good shooting. And they do need the
SVD.
items here. They need streamer items, but they also need the woods items, the sugar and the security rigs. So
Ich guck
if
halt
they
direkt, was
find
sie
that,
dabei
this
haben,
is
ne?
a potentially huge raid for them. So it's a risk that they've taken, but it might just pay off here. I hope so. 2
Yeah.
PMC kills on woods. Very good.
Very, very good. Picking up those 2 PMC kills. Now, one thing that I will say that this is something interesting because I just saw Jeremy do this. He went to go put his dog tag
Wolltest du noch durch die
into
Gegend?
his docs case, and obviously
Okay.
dog tags don't go into docs
Ja,
cases
ist gut,
anymore.
ist gut.
I highly disagree with that. I do not understand why a dog tag that is the same size or smaller than keys will not go in a docs case, but keys will.
I don't know. I'm not a peasant. I don't run docs cases. I run sick cases like a real Chad. So I don't know.
Wow. Chat, you heard it here first. Jeepo thinks if you have a docs case, you are a peasant.
Varline coming in with the primes. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that prime there.
Noch ein Spieler.
Oh,
Den hab ich aber nicht
man.
gespielt, nee.
Facts. Word. I mean, I guess you could just be like a real Chad and run a docs and the sick case.
That's just an inefficient
Sniper
Chad
Scout
at that point. I think.
Ich seh nicht.
I mean, who's even looting these days? All you gotta do is kill people and take their dog tags. That's kind of end game
Du hast
Tarkov
die
right now,
Rucksäcke
no?
schon komplett reingeguckt?
Yep.
Yeah.
Going ahead and pushing up, finding a scav inside of the little sheds here, the little shacks, the worker shacks.
Good shooting. Another one down. So they're still looking for that security rig. Not able to find it on these scavs just yet.
Ganz ehrlich. Was?
Yeah. Now, here's one thing. Here's one thing that I always find interesting when watching these competitors, Sheepo, and this is something that I think a lot of newer players can take away from this game, is how much these competitors at short to mid range do not ADS, and you see this in all of the top tier players of Tarkov. They don't ADS unless it is a long range engagement.
Yeah, I've kind of taught myself that strategy. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it absolutely does not, and you kick yourself after you're lying dead on the floor. I think it's smart. The reason that you do it that way is if you ADS, your speed moves from 100% to 50% at max. So you instantly slow down your ability to strafe. Next time you see somebody point shooting without ADSing, pay attention and see if they're also strafing left and right. That's the play. Unfortunately, until Tarkov's netcode gets a little better, or until they add momentum, that will continue to be the play, as it just gives you the ability to dodge people's shots a little bit better. When both people are doing it, it's a 50-50 toss-up. I'm a big, like I say, I think the biggest change coming to Tarkov is this momentum change, and I can't wait for it.
It is the one thing that I've talked about over and over and over that I cannot wait for in Tarkov is to have that inertia change, to have these slower fights. And because realistically, inertia is going to cause that. So I'm very excited for it.
Ich bin wirklich weit weg.
Cannot wait. And it looks like Team Kebab scores updated 396 now. So they have pulled out ahead into second place with a pretty good score. And we're watching the German team, Bugelbienen, and they are on 311. That's enough points almost. If they have another good raid or two here, that's enough points on any other week to qualify in second place. So this is just a stacked team, group of teams right here tonight. This is very impressive stuff.
It is. Every one of these competitors, I mean, for the entire first hour, they were all within a few points of each other for the entire first hour. And now we've seen some of these teams go ahead and push and closing in those gaps. All right, Jeepo. We are going to go ahead and take a look. We've got a lot going on. This is the last 30 minutes of the competition. We're going to see we're going to see pushes. We are going to see teams pushing and pushing harder and harder to try to secure their win here to get into that semi-finals bracket. So, Jeepo, what do you think? What is your strategy if you are one of these teams?
Yeah, I think there's still 3 teams that can qualify out of this. I do think that Face Off might be struggling a little bit to make up the ground into second place, but Team Kebab and Bugelbienen still have an awesome chance of qualifying. If I'm one of those guys and I see where Kippen and Tweak are, I'm looking at my task items. I'm seeing which maps I need to run to get those items. And when I'm in there, I am chasing shots. I am going ham. Because you have no choice now. We are into the last 30 minutes. You might get 2 raids at most, guys. You got to find those items. Whatever you're missing, get after it.
You got to really push for it. And remember, whoever wins today will be moving on to the semifinals, Group A, which is going to consist of Claymore, Florence, iRed7, Takalis, Deadly Silent TV, and Taste. They will be competing in that. And our runner-ups will be going into I call it the evasion bracket. We have Break and Hayes, Walker, Iron Fist, Philbo, and Epsi. And it is going to be one heck of a show watching both of these semifinals as they push towards the finals and that prize money.
Absolutely. So it looks like Kip and Tweak on reserve here, if I can see that correctly.
We got a player.
Am I crazy? It is reserve. Good. Thought I was having a moment there.
Oh, there's a player there too.
Great
good comms. Stayed in. There's a player.
Chasing down that D2 extract.
He just closed the door in front of him. Oh wow, this guy.
Oh, grenade. There you go.
This guy is closing all the.
Yeah, you gotta be careful here.
Come on, Kippen. Can't tell if
Got him, I
Kippen
think.
picked that up or not. There's another one behind.
Oh!
Oh, he clicked. He clicked. Come on. Good stuff. I believe he picked that
Let's
one up
go.
also. He doesn't
I
know if
think
he
they might have
confirmed
gone
the kill
into,
on the
drop
in,
that
so he's gonna
building.
go and throw a
Maybe.
grenade to push him back.
Either that or they went underground.
Even more point. Come
Oh.
on, Kippen.
Get the drugs. Get the reloads.
I am very
Could be in
worried
trouble.
about Kippen right now. I feel like Tweak
Are you
needs
near
to
King?
I'm
Hey,
in
you
trouble.
like New King? Can you come help me?
Come on, Kippen.
I don't think I'm anywhere near you. No.
I'm fighting 2 guys. I'm down towards D2. These guys are
Oh, I
up
see
in
you.
the staircase. Yeah. There's 2 of them. They're juicy
Yeah.
as fuck.
I'm gonna go back and then come down.
All right, if anybody
on,
can hold
Tweak.
them off, though, it's Kippen. If anybody can
Yeah.
hold these guys, it's Kip. Still can't get an idea on whether he killed that guy.
Pawn now.
Free
Oh.
fire. Risky. He's committed now. He's committed.
Good shot.
both
I
pretty
think you
hurt.
dropped
Got
him. Oh.
Let's go.
Still got one more that he's competing with. No, more
Both
shots.
really hurt.
Grenade.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Oh, man. Last mag.
Come on, Tweak. Come on.
dead.
No, Kippen goes down.
Fuck, man. How are they alive?
Keep your
He
screen
just
up,
needed to be
keep your screen-
patient. Oh.
Oh,
What a
come on,
fight,
Tweak.
dude.
I killed him.
What a fight.
There's one more.
Yes, Tweak picking up one of the kills.
Damn it, dude.
Another one right there in the corner. What? How is that man still alive? What happened?
Oh, I'm dead. I ran out of
What?
bullets, I guess.
Run out of ammo. Oh, this is why 60s beat 40s, by the way. Oh, so unlucky.
Oh my
Let's
God.
be honest. Tweak kind of needed a 100-rounder there. He clicked.
I think I fired most of my bullets into the fucking wall.
Got it, Tweak.
Oh
my
I mean,
Oh
Tweak's
my God.
kind of right. You got to hit your shots too. What a
Yeah,
fight, dude.
that's-
Really, really good, like high-level plays, holding people off at the cost of ammo. That's what you got to do. People can't push through bullets. Hold them off. Wait for your support to come. What a fight. Here we are, Team Kebab and Ian's still up here. Looks like Big D is down, but Ian's is in a fight. It looks like a PNC.
Killed another one. I think I killed them all.
Take dog tags.
He's just kicking off right now, Bunny.
I didn't kill this
Yeah.
guy though.
Lots of
Good
dead
job,
bodies
good
everywhere.
job.
Picking up all of these tags. Craziness. Already 5 kills. They do already have their 7, but every kill. I mean, look at these dead bodies. He just
Did I
keeps
kill
running to
more?
places, picking up another tag.
Oh yeah, this
Is
guy.
this massacre?
And another one.
All right, chat. Scav in, please. Let's go. Let's
That
go.
should be all I think.
Oh my.
God. Yeah. Oh my is exactly right.
This is not my kill, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Wasn't there a guy with the pumpkin hat that
Yeah, I didn't kill him though. I didn't
There's
kill
a
him.
pumpkin
This
hat.
is my kill.
go
Oh my gosh.
construction because they
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go construction. Closest extract.
Who's this?
Power might be on already. Time to get out of this raid, pick up your buddy, and get into the next one. You guys are more than likely only going to get one more raid here.
Yeah, it's getting very close. It's getting very, very
Right.
close
I'll just go
to
check if
coming
the
down to
shell
those
is there.
last few minutes. We'll see how this
I'm on
updates
0
as soon
energy,
as
by
they
the
get
way.
out and everything's confirmed. They are staying and nipping on the hills of Kippen and Tweak. They have 97 total kills, 64 PVEs with 33 PMCs. They are putting up big numbers right now. Like this is a competition, and I love to see Kebab just nipping
Oh,
at the
you
hills
have
of Kippen
max
Tweak this
multiple-
entire time.
No.
And Team Kebab needs to eat here. He's got 0 energy, and he knows it. He's running towards extract. He's almost out of ammo. He's on half mags only. He's looking in better shape. He needs to get out of this raid ASAP.
Like, okay, here's the thing too: is like
That's okay, I'll just
realistically, they have
extract
97 kills in less than 3 hours. I know people who have played Tarkov for years that don't even come close to that in a week.
Make that 98 kills.
Yes.
You don't mind.
98. Exactly.
He was looking downwards.
Is that a player?
Maybe there's someone down there.
I think that was a player. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that guy was a player.
He stated
Scav,
that the
maybe.
scav was looking down at somebody, that there might be somebody around here.
Dude, clear that corner. Good work.
Yeah.
Stomach is blacked out.
boy.
Really smart going ahead. He has no energy. Good time to
You want me to bring your
extract.
gun?
Woo.
No. Just drop everything. I'm in love.
All right. So, I want to take this time while we are waiting for people to get back into raid to say once again, thank you all for giving your time here. We are enjoying putting these on for you every single weekend. And if you are enjoying anybody that you're watching, make sure you go to their channels and give them a follow. Follows are free. Also, in the future, if you do want to be a part of one of these Evasion events, make sure you are following Evasion's Twitter at evasion_GG, and to check out the website evasion.gg. You can find the information about every single competition. You can find the information about the competitive team, where they highlight new, different community members, and also find information about the merch, because that merch does help with this event and helps with all of the production that you see here. And one more thing I want to make sure you guys are paying attention is they do have a TikTok, evasion_GG. Go check out their TikTok, show them some love, leave a comment over there. They post some really cool stuff on TikTok.
They absolutely do. And if you are a streamer and you want to get more involved with Tarkov, this is the way to do it. Speaking from experience, this is the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it very much is. As somebody who has competed in Season 2 and Season 3 of the solo battles, it is a great way to meet so many new people. And I have met some great content creators through this, and I love it.
And so Taco Sauce in chat saying Ian's had 7 PMCs on his own that raid. Is that a quest idea for next season? One player gets 7 PMC kills? Because it looked easy. It was easy.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard, right?
Man, I will not be competing in duos ever. Because
yeah, right. So
not
as
for
you can
me.
See, that's 18 PMC kills in the last couple of raids we've watched. In the last 3 raids. That's nuts. Kip and Tweak just loading in here. I didn't catch what map they're loading into, but it looks like they're loading in. The rest of the guys all searching for that last raid. I realistically don't think you're going to get more than one more.
True.
Sexy Badger. What timing. I'm telling you, this is where this has been a very happy hunting ground for these guys. They're sitting at 103 kills, by the way, so far.
Man. And this is what I've said over and over is I think Customs has to be one of your maps in your rotation. It is the most well balanced. You can get PvE, you can get PvP, and there is so much to loot on this map. Plus you have scav, like they don't need it anymore. They've completed the 15, but there are the scav, boss, and kills here.
And they've been doing this 3-map rotation. Interchange, reserve, customs. Interchange, reserve, customs. Over and over. Since they've been free of the confines of running every map. I really like that separate map run. I think that's a very, very good way of making sure you've got those quest items, checking for streamer loot, and just getting those high PvE, PvP. I do agree with you about customs. I think it's almost the perfect shape. Nothing's too far away now. You can hear shots and move towards it and be there pretty fast. Unlike, say, a shoreline or an interchange. This is perfect for the guys.
Now, let me ask you this, Sheepo, because I wanna fill this question to you. Once you have the scav guard / bosses done, do you think of removing like this or reserve out and maybe replacing it with what Bogobinen has done here with adding labs into the rotation?
Labs could potentially be a very high scoring map. You could find your items, you got your streamer items, you got PvE, you got PvP with the raiders. But if you're onto a good thing like these guys are with customs, I wouldn't change it. They've been putting in super solid customs raids. You know what it's like. Some nights you feel untouchable on a certain map. This might be their night. Just keep running it.
Yeah, don't change anything if it's working. I like that concept. I like that play style. You can definitely see though that this map up here, Labs is realistically, Labs is a really well-rounded map. It has all of the stuff that Custom kind of has, but in a much more condensed area.
It does. I think your issue with Labs right now is you're either gonna find it filled with people who don't want to fight you, or you're gonna find it filled with the absolute giga monsters who will.
Oh, Kip it! Or want to take just a second, real quick. Tweak getting into it with 2 men camping down here.
Easy mode. There we go.
How are you doing,
guys? As I was saying, why change a working formula? This is what they've been doing all night on customs.
I never called for this shit anymore.
It's a hard-won experience of getting camped at that door, I think.
Drizzy getting into it up top, also losing an arm, having a heavy bleed. Looked like that was a Raider possibly picking up in that corner. It was very hard to tell. It happened so quickly when I noticed it.
Shit. Okay. Oh. Gotta put my arm back on.
Oh, through the grenade. You gotta wait for the bang.
Yeah, these are Raiders going ahead and picking up. I believe he did drop the one with that grenade as he threw it.
I think it got him, yeah. Nice grenade as well. He's gonna need to take a moment here. Hopefully he has an ETG. He does. He's gonna pop that. Perfect. Gonna run out of energy, but sometimes I think ETGs come in super clutch. I'm trying to condition myself to use these a little more.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I have definitely not conditioned myself to use. I need to start using them more but it's also one of those things where I feel like they're really great for aggressive players, but if you're not super aggressive, I don't feel like I get as much use out of it as I could. What do you think?
Yeah, I find myself carrying a mule in an SJ6, and then once I've maxed out my strength, I started carrying an ETG, and then didn't use it for about a month, because I keep forgetting it's there. I'm trying to force the use of it now, because it has come in clutch the few times I've needed it.
Let me ask you this: Do you think people don't use melodolins enough? The 10% damage reduction.
Shh! Don't talk about that. I've been using it all week.
All right. Fair enough. There we go.
I don't want the Tweak thing to happen where he talked about Propital, and ever since it's been sold out.
I'm by manager.
I'm kind of happy for people not to run melodolins. The reason I was running it was because I had bought a load of them. I ran them during Evasion.
Under dark offices?
And then I just wanted to use what was left. But honestly, at this point of unlimited money, it might be worth just running it for the rest of the
I'm going to the middle tent.
Oh, taking a look at Team Kebab. He almost lost his head there. That would have been very bad because remember, you cannot surgery your head or your chest. So if either one of them blacks from bleeding, you were in a bad way. But we are now looking at 2 teams on Labs, throwing this into the rotation, throwing caution to the wind and saying,
Ian's?
Very beautiful grenade.
Yeah, that second grenade over the top. People don't realize there's a gap over that tent. You can get a grenade into the backside without anybody really knowing it's coming. That's a really nice, sneaky little grenade.
I'm in the tent.
Yeah, he's in the side room.
See how this plays out. Watch these competitors. See what they're going to do here.
Doing the peek.
He's dead.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice nade, completely.
And again, no need to ADS and slow yourself down when it's all about the speed at that point. Secure the dog tag. Nice work.
Just under 13 minutes.
I'm good, Scalia. Hello, main.
I would milk this raid.
Go extra. No reason.
Yeah, we can get points for.
It does look like
there
is
10 points.
10 points with that Sheriff Eli badge.
And the 10 points with the extract, and they should, with about 11 minutes maybe, by the time they get out of this and ready to go in, they should get another raid, I would hope.
Going ahead and checking in this red keycard room for any other maybe possible streamer items that may spawn in here, just anything.
Frustrating watching Team Kebab. Every time I run into that room, I get met by a 17-man squad. He just casually runs in there, hits the button, runs to the elevator. Good raid from those guys.
Very good raid. Man, Tweak and Kippin really still pushed far out. 12 minutes left. They're at 5:32.
They get one more big raid. It's possible to beat that score. Let's see. Of course, they're back. at this rate of going, we are back next week on Saturday and Sunday with the next playoffs. And of course, people are going to have a chance to break the score then too. So
Oh shit.
they're not out of
Kann
it
ich einmal
yet.
durch den Raum durch vor
Well,
Manager
we didn't need
Office?
to translate that, did we, Fluffy?
No, no, did not need to translate that at all. Yeah, so yeah, tomorrow I will be back tomorrow with the first round of the semis, and then Sunday will be the second round, and then next Saturday will be the finals for that prize money, Jeepo.
Absolutely, I said next Saturday, and I'm wrong. I don't know what day it is. Clearly, it is this weekend for the next leg.
It's okay, Jeepo. I never know what day it is anymore either. One of the curses of being a streamer, I guess. You just lose track of time.
And everything else is all gone.
Kann ihn halt nicht pieken, ne? Egal ob von unten oder. Das sind zwei. Einen habe ich. Der andere ist oben rechts irgendwo.
Runtergelaufen.
The one thing I really like about this, yeah, I was literally about to say the one thing I really love about this team is Drimmy has kind of taken the leadership role where he talks and just calms everything out consistently, and then you have Eris who is constantly on point with grenade throws, just saying, hey, I'm going to push people off, you're going to use them defensively, offensively. It is a great thing to see.
It really is. And the other thing you see with these high-level players is I have a habit of when I get a bleed, I must stop the bleed almost immediately. These guys will let those light bleeds go forever. Movement and momentum is so important in a fight, and stopping a light bleed is not a priority. It's a good lesson we're seeing from these guys right here.
Yeah, and we've seen it. We've seen it with so many different competitors. I mean, like we said earlier, Miss Magpie, she literally says this isn't a healing stream. She won't heal until she is sure that everybody is pretty much dead, unless her life is really dependent on it.
Hast geschossen?
Ja, ja, einmal.
Okay. Ist der vielleicht doch runtergerannt? Ich bin jetzt Yellow.
Ja, ich bin Blue hinten.
These guys are putting on a clinic. They are running this entire map right now. It's gonna be huge for them.
Yeah, they're very, very comfortable here.
Auch kein
it looks like. And RSQTV on the right, he does consider his favorite map to be labs or custom. So he, you know, this is his hunting ground. This is where he's comfortable, and you can see that they are bossing their way through this labs lobby.
And then we talked about the grenades, and then we just look at as Drimmy opens up his inventory, just look at how many grenades Drimmy has. Like, it is just a lot. It is a lot. They are ready to mortar anybody. Oh!
Hab ihn. Down.
Good stuff.
Done. Nice
Blackjack
work.
auch ist da rumgekrochen.
Was ist die Mitte noch?
Ich hör dich.
I have to say I really like that calm where so many people, when they kill somebody, they're like dead. But that could be, are you dead or are they dead? Whereas when he states done, that lets you know that, oh, I've killed him. It's done. Oh, fire still. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Fire
10
still.
points. Nicely done. Big raid from the guys here coming up. 8 minutes and counting. Oof.
Nicht scheint solo
Very
gewesen zu sein.
grenade.
Scary. They are just pushing through, picking up that tag of that player that he killed from Kitchen. Beautiful shots. Very on
P22
point.
there. And so a P22 and a Markstorm Raven as well.
Nee, alle Kisten nicht, die direkt unter dem Gate da quasi.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of points here for the Iron B.
He might as well loot and make some money at this point, right? He's not going to get another raid.
I was going to say, like, they have 7 minutes. You know, timing's a little bit different because the battle mods are keeping track of that. So, you know, a few seconds here or there. Do you say get out now and just try to push for kills for one more raid, or do you just try to use all of your time on this map? Because I feel like this map's done. I feel like they've done everything they can do here.
It's tough. I don't think they have realistically the time to load out gear up and load back in again to another raid. I think maybe the smart play is go check for those streamer items, go check for the quest items they need on labs, which is the dry fuel and the P22, which they've already got the P22, and then extract together and guarantee that last 10-point bonus. So I think the play is what they're doing. If it was in double figures and over 10 minutes, I'd say, you know what, take the chance, get out and try and get into the next one.
All right, so we'll go ahead and let them finish up that raid. Let's go ahead and tune into Team Kebab and Face Off Esports here. Face Off Esports falling a little bit behind with 256, but man, they have really put on the show. And Team Kebab is our second place, just continuing to nip the hills of Kippen and Tweak.
How you doing, man?
Absolutely. Both of them on customs as well. It would be great if they ran into each other. I'm not going to lie. Just it's always nice to see a little spice in your life. But yeah, it looks like both of them in their final raid here, getting every point they can on the left. Their Team Esports making sure to get sniper scav. Every single point counts at this stage.
It does not look like they're in the same raid, or else they may have seen each other. Obviously, time and delays are a little bit different. Oh, yeah, Team Kebab getting into it up in our top right. Take a view over there in the stairway. We are getting confirmed that there is boss. Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh.
He just killed them all in like a half-second burst. Sorry.
Yeah.
It looked like it. That's it.
Oh.
Killed all of them, I think.
Oh.
That might be 15.
If that's all of them, that will give them 15. That will give them 25 points, and that is going to put them even closer to nipping on the hills of Kippen and Tweak.
This could be a huge raid for the guys. They got 5 minutes left. They get enough PMCs here. They get some scavs. They have a clean raid and extract before the timer hits 0 with the 10-point bonus. Depending on what happens with Kippen and Tweak, this could be huge.
This could be extremely big for these guys.
I'm over towards Crack House.
Kinda useless for them, if you ask.
Let's take a look at that real quick. That check mark is on. That is 15 boss guards for them. Another 25 points on the board for Team Kebab. Woo, man. Jeepo.
One dead.
Oh, they are just getting after. Nice kill by Face Off Esports. Was that a PMC? It looked like a PMC with how he was moving through that gap.
It did look like a PMC with how he was moving through that gap. It's maybe another one also getting into a fight. There might be a 2 or 3 man.
Yeah, Shifty holding well there on that hole. It looks like, is that Saucy? Saucy's trying to flank around to the right here. It's a long way around this flank to elbow, but he's moving. You hear them asking the awful question in Tarkov, is that you?
Yeah.
You never want to hear that.
Where are you? Just kill
Great kill.
Oh, great kill. Multiples down. Did somebody just get shotgunned at? Yeah, Team Kebab is getting shot at.
Yeah.
There's loads of people around here. I'm in Jiffy Lube. I'm going into Jiffy Lube. Yeah, I'm in Jiffy Lube.
I love that call out, Jiffy Lube.
There's someone by Hull, someone by Is that you outside Jiffy Lube?
No is the answer.
Yeah,
if he doesn't answer, shoot him. That's the rule.
Yep. And that falls on your teammate for not answering you. Oh no! Big D goes down. Up top. Oof. That is not good. Team Kebab could have used that 10 points for that extract.
I've stuck that tag in my butt. Jiffy Lube is the garage. I'm by the red.
He doesn't know
they don't know.
No, they don't know. You never want to be in this situation, chat.
Someone's shooting at me from North Stronghold.
We got morphine. Let's go. That's a dangerous peak here.
I'm dead.
Ah, and he went down.
Oh, he goes
a risky peak, but a ballsy play. You gotta respect it.
Yeah, I see him, man.
And Ian's goes down. Whoa, no, everybody's.
Oh my gosh, everybody is down. 2 minutes left. Unfortunately, these competitors are not going to have time to get back in. Ains
Yeah.
did pick up a kill. I mean, we got 2 minutes left. Doesn't look like we have a lot of people in. Tweak is running around. Kippen is not in his inventory, so I'm pretty sure Kippen is done also. Wow.
Yeah,
That
it looks like they're done. And Bugle Beanin just got out of labs as well. Looks like they survived. That was a big score on the right there. I saw 29,000 XP. And Tweak in reserve. So, Fluffy, have a breath, my dude. I need one.
Yeah. I mean, that was a competition. They really put on a show today. Every one of our competitors played very well. And the swings that we saw were always just like little swings. And it was just little chip-aways all over the entire 3 hours where we just saw them chip and chip and chip and chip. And Kippen and Tweak, realistically, like I've said this over and over, and I know you've kind of agreed with it, that like those team extracts are so important, but Kippen and Tweak just were like, well, no, we'll just get more kills to make up for it. And that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, exactly. It's the caster curse on us, where you say something with enough conviction and the guys that are playing will prove you wrong. So yeah, I mean, they went after it. They barely extracted together. I mean, their last raid, Kippen's already dead, so the perfect way for them to end. And they chipped and chipped away right until about 2/3 into the competition. And all of a sudden, they started putting up these 50, 60-point raids consistently and just pulling away from everyone else. So I didn't see the scores. I don't know what the scores are yet. We are still calculating that, everybody. I think it's safe to say that those guys should be secure in first place. Second place still up for grabs. Both the teams that could realistically get that second place were getting after it. So that was a master class, Fluffy. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I am too. It has been a just outstanding showing. Like it's the one thing about this format that I love more than anything, Jeepo, is it's not just about kills. It's about that teamwork aspect of it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, getting kills is a lot of points. Picking up those tags is a lot of points, but there's that dynamic between you and your partner. And when you see a duo kind of break down, like we saw right there at the end, where one teammate's calling out Jiffy Lube, and the other teammate goes, "What is Jiffy Lube?" Like it's about seeing that dynamic, and it's something you want to learn from. Like every single one of these raids, you want to learn from it. You want to say, okay, what can we take from this experience to apply to our next one? And that's the thing about Tarkov always.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, this is the sort of thing that comes with experience. It comes with running with your teammate a lot. You don't ever want to be in a position where your comms break down to the point of going, what is that call out in the middle of a competition? If I could give you any piece of advice and you're going to compete, make sure you play with the person that you have in your team. Make sure you know those call outs. Make a point of sitting down to discuss the call outs before you play the game with them. Yeah. I have all sorts of crazy names for things. I'm sure you do too. Yeah. But otherwise, the comms tonight from some of these teams were so on point.
Yes, they really were. I mean, like with Kippen and Tweak are a unique one in multiple facets of the competition, because they did pull out and win, get a lot of points with a lot of death on their team, and we don't normally see that. Normally you see the person who's extracting together, they're the ones that are going to win. But Kippen and Tweak are unique, where they didn't extract a lot together, but they still got a lot of points. They also, their comms weren't really existent in the sense of like normal comms, because they were so comfortable in each other's playstyles and they trusted each other so much that they were like, no, we'll just split up. We'll do our things. We'll play our games, and we know each other well enough that we can handle this. And when something did need to be said, like when Tweak went down underneath, and he was like, this is where he was at, Kippen instantly knew, all right, I got it. And then that was it. That was all the comms he needed.
Yeah, like that fight on Interchange, unfortunately Tweak died in it, but it's a perfect example of, these guys are competent enough and very comfortable enough to split up. But when the call comes that they need help, you're hauling ass, you're diving off the second floor on Interchange to get to your buddy. I'm a big believer in tight squads in close proximity to each other, so you can overlap on each other and run like that. These guys prove me wrong. I mean, this is not all squads can run like they can. So I'm very impressed with how they did tonight, which is no surprise. These guys are, you know, OG Tarkov original, like seasoned veterans of the game, and they showed it tonight.
They really did. So what we're going to do here, Jeepo, is we are going to go ahead and take a commercial break. Stick around. We're going to get the scores finalized, everything, and we will be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. All right, and welcome back, everybody. Jeepo, are you excited to get into this? Let's find out how all of our competitors did, where they placed, and who is moving on into what bracket, all right?
Let's go for it, dude. I am ready.
All right, let's get right into it today and talk about who came in fourth, and that is going to be Shifty TV and Saucy, Face Off Esports. 265 in 14 raids, put up great points, most raids of any team today. They were in and out of raids, just putting them up. They had some great teamwork, and you know, they put their strats on display for us. They really tried to show us what some good communication, good teamwork. They faltered just a little bit, and that happens. It's a competition. It happens to all of us, but they really did put on a great show. Round of applause for those guys, and seriously, much love to them. All right, coming into third place is going to be our Iron B. I'm just going to call him that. Boogalbeenen. I'm going to say it one more time and murder it one more time. I did it. Drimmy and Airs QTV. 425 in 10 raids. That is points per raid, 42 points per raid, 42.5 Jeepo. Lot of points per raid. Lowest number of raids for the day with a great score. So they went in, they had the least amount of raids for the day and still put up that many points. Just mind-blowing. Highest point average per raid. And they tie the EU record with a total of 16 items looted. Crazy numbers, Jeepo. Crazy. Jeepo, go ahead and tell us.
Yeah, very impressive. So that gives me the honor of telling us who tonight's winner and runner-up and who's going to be going forward to the next rounds, guys. So I guess we'll go straight into second place. In second place is Team Kebab, 497 points in 12 raids. That is a huge score. That is pretty much a score worth winning on, to be honest. That is insane. That is a new EU record of 75 points in a single raid. Very impressive. They had 115 total kills, which is the second highest number of kills worldwide, not just in the EU bracket, worldwide. And they had the lowest number of dog tags left in the field today with just 2. So everything they murdered, they went and collected those dog tags. These guys got after it, Fluffy. I don't know what else to tell you than they strapped on their big boy pants, got their big guns out, and went and shot people in the face. Very, very impressive. GG's to Ian's and Big D. Guys, if you're not following all the competitors tonight, please go give these guys a follow. They put on a show. And then it gives me pleasure to say that means in first place, it is Team Kip and Tweak. Evasion's very, very own 551 points in 13 raids. That is a new EU season high record of 549 points. That is the second highest score worldwide. Impressive. They also set a new worldwide record of 117 total kills. That is PMCs and AIs. That means you've seen the first and second highest total kills of all time tonight. In first and second place. Look at that. That is just, I don't even know where to go with that. And they have tied the EU record. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that right there is just murder and slaying. It's murder and slaying. That's a great showing by those guys.
Absolute savages. And they have tied the EU high record with 16 items looted. So congrats to Kippen and congrats to Team Kebab, both of which go through to the next rounds, which are going to be tomorrow and Sunday. We'll get to that here just in a second.
Yep, and we will get to that, but let's go ahead and talk to the winners, Tweak and Kippen. Let's hop down and you know, pick their brains a little bit about their strat and what they're planning on doing for tomorrow, because they are back tomorrow. So let's go ahead and hop into that interview.
Let's get the all clear from chat.
Oh, all good? Yeah, so it's us that they can't hear, right? Me and Tweak.
They can hear us now.
They can hear everybody.
There we go.
Okay, good.
All right. So, Jeepo, go ahead and ask Tweak and Kippen about what you were going to say.
So, yeah, I was wondering if you guys had planned to never extract together, or is it just how it worked out?
I'll let Kippen answer this, I think.
I mean, the plan was definitely to extract. We had a bit of a rough start for sure today. We started off with labs, and I don't think either of us survived. And
no.
I don't think both of us survived until like an hour and a half into the tournament.
Yeah,
but we still managed to secure points. We got streamer items and bosses and PMCs on the board time and time again.
Yeah, you guys absolutely slayed. We missed your first raid because you died so early. Sorry about that, but we did manage to catch some of your absolute savage raids on customs. That map just seemed to be the one for you guys. It just clicked.
Yeah, customs was definitely it. Definitely. We were originally, I think we were planning on going interchange.
But but it's just too dead now. Like, people don't push the middle anymore. So, like, when we did it before, everybody would always be in the middle. But now people are doing quests and fucking, I don't know, sucking dicks in corners and shit. I don't know what the fuck they be doing, but
I think it was the right play. I think everybody's in the corners and interchange. I think customs is where it's at. You guys just it popped off.
So we had items left on reserve too that we were trying to go for. And reserve has a lot more potential for getting like scav boss, for getting raiders that also have streamer items and chances for all these other things as well. So we thought like reserve is probably the way to get more points. Interchange, you can get a lot of kills, but it takes time.
Yeah.
And you can get really unlucky too, and you could just be walking around interchange for 15 minutes and you're all just running laps around each other and never seeing each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and it was interesting too because we had said time and time again that the team extracts were so important, and then you guys just proved us wrong. You guys were like, no, we're just gonna put up more and more points in other ways to make up for the extracts, and then you guys went on a three extract span, and then you guys went back to say, no, we don't need to extract together. Just keep playing our game. Tomorrow, when you're competing, are you gonna change anything?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think we need to. Like, if you spend all your time worrying about surviving together rather than like splitting and just doing what you can, like you're just gonna, I don't know, you're gonna waste time and it's just not gonna be worth, I don't think, in the long run.
Yeah, we had that discussion too, and we said that so the quest to survive all the maps, we were like, okay, that could be great if we like get like 3 to 4 raids on the board survived in a row, but if we die in any of those first 5 raids, then we don't even try to go for that anymore. Just don't compromise the way we play. Just go push kills, go push points on all the maps, and just don't be scared of anything.
Yeah, just sand it at that point. And I think that was the right choice for you guys. Not a lot of players in teams can do the running solo in a squad very well, but you guys got after it. I did see you in here practicing yesterday, and I'm very glad that you guys did well tonight, because you guys play together a lot in duos. You've had a run of sometimes some very bad luck in competitions, but tonight you came out flying. It was great.
I think Cheapo was going to ask you actually, Tweak, because is this your first competition win? Wasn't that what you said, Cheapo? Wasn't that it?
Well, it's technically a lot of win because we still have to win the semifinals and shit.
Yeah, but you're definitely moving further.
Yeah, because we came second in the fucking, what's the interchange thing called again? I forget. I've had a lot of
the hunt.
Yeah, I've had a lot of second places and a lot of close.
We lost by 1 point in the hunt. 1 point.
We'll blame Philbo for that. There was probably
it was 100%.
Yeah, it was Philbo's fault.
Definitely. Yep.
Excellent work, guys. Really, really proud of you guys. You smashed it tonight. I think you did an excellent job. You showed people how it's done. And if anybody in chat can understand what Tweak and I are saying, we didn't go all diddly-dee there, then well done.
Yeah, well done, gentlemen. Like, seriously, I can't wait to see you compete tomorrow, because you guys are right back at it again tomorrow.
Y'all.
Thank you.
No rest for the wicked, man.
No rest for the wicked.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. We will catch you guys tomorrow for that.
GG's, guys. Thanks.
GG, guys.
GG's. Thank you.
All right, Jeepo. And with that, I see that Sigma's going to fire us for the questions that we asked.
Look, hard-hitting journalism. You got to ask those tough questions, Bunny, and I think we did a good job.
I think we asked them the hard questions, but honestly, they did an amazing job. When it came down to it, even with the lack of survivability that they had, they made up for it in ways that I just didn't think was possible, and they proved us wrong over and over and over.
Yeah.
So, great stuff. I can't wait to see them compete tomorrow. So
yeah, same time tomorrow, guys. It's gonna be Claymore Plays in Florence versus iRed7 and Tackleys versus Deadly Silent TV and Teased versus our tonight's winners, Tweak and Kippen, bro. It's gonna kick off. I can't wait. Must watch.
Yeah, and I am very excited to be casting that tomorrow. I believe that I am with Party Pineapple tomorrow. I'll have to double check that, but we will have another caster with us tomorrow, and it will be just fantastic. They're going to put on a show. These are all competitors that have put up huge numbers, and they have a lot on the line. I mean, cash money on the line. So they're going to bring their A game. We can expect it from every single one of them. Once again, Jeepo, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you and any information about you.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeepo TV on Twitch is where you can find me. Same name, Jeepo TV on Twitter. And I have a Discord. Feel free to get in there, jump in. We do some community games. We play together. We have a jolly old time. What about you, Fluffy?
Yep, you can find me right here on Twitch almost every single day, starting about 1 to 2 p.m. EST until usually I get hungry or tired or one of those other things. But you can find me every single day here, also on Twitter at unfluffy or at unfluffybunny_. And once again, Jeepo, I want to take this time to remind everybody about a few things. If you guys are interested in competing in this, or you want to know any information about this in the future, all of the evasion stuff is brought to you on Twitter at evasion_GG. And make sure you check out the website evasion.gg, where you can find information about every single competition, the competitive team, and the merch, which is a very awesome. You've got some merch, don't you, Jeepo? You got the jersey.
I got t-shirts. I got the jersey. It's awesome. I recommend it to everybody. And as you said, go to the Evasion Twitter to stay up to date with everything. Go to the website as well if you want to get involved. You want to be a battle mod. You want to be a host. You think you can do a better job than us? You probably can. Come right ahead. We're always looking for volunteers.
Yep. So once again, Jeepo, thank you for joining me. Everybody, thank you for watching. I hope we had put on a just amazing show for you. We are going to send it over to one of our winners, Kippin Bro, and we will be back tomorrow with another round of the Evasion Duo Tournament. It's been a pleasure, Jeepo. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody. Much love.